Make your browser Okay. I think everything's working. I don't know, this is like my first time doing this, so I've probably messed up like a million things here. Yeah, I think it's good. I don't know. Uh, yeah, sorry, a bit awkward because it's the first time trying something like this. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess first of all, sorry to ruin the illusion if you thought my voice sounded better than this and for everything else, but anyway. So, I don't know how long this will go for. Hopefully I don't awkwardly just crash it or something, but yeah, so the plan today is for this sort of first stream thing, we've got the thing up here with Blender and everything. I've already kind of gotten a lot of stuff prepped for it, but what we're going to be doing is, so I think with the previous 3D prints that I put up publicly, you've probably seen them if you have or haven't, but they were sort of in like these weird red blob type of room things. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to do an actual proper render, which then we're going to turn into a 3D print, so then it looks a lot better, because I don't know if I can just bring it up. Hang on, I will find it real quick. If I can. Sorry, I'll just be a second. Yeah, so with the... Will this drag out the whole thing? Or can I just... I'll just drag it over. Okay, so that shows up like that, I think, on the stream, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm kind of just going off the YouTube video because I don't really have two monitors. I didn't realize, oh, there's probably a better thing for live streaming and that. Unfortunately, I do not have that. I just have one long monitor, so I'm kind of basing it off. Yeah, I've got everything like sort of dragged out, so nothing's too showing up on the screen. But yeah, so when I posted these up, obviously, you know, all you see is kind of a red blob. It looks a bit weird. So I wanted to make it so instead now you see like the actual like texture character, like all my other render things in that. So that's what I want to go for. So yeah, we're going to be working on that first, like posing it. It's just going to be like a simple pose thing, a basic one. Then once we're done there, then I'm going to take it into the whole process of turning it into a 3D print, which should hopefully everything works. And then from there, and I'll just put it up online and you can download it and print it for the 5 people that watch this that have a 3D printer, or 2 people. But yeah, so I haven't really turned on the texture yet for it. I'll just turn that on. So yeah, we've kind of got the outfit here. It's fairly basic. It's one I think I used a very long time ago. I did add boots and stockings to it, but yeah, it's literally, yeah, the exact same outfit. I think I used it in an animation like years ago. So I think as well, what I also want to do with this is I kind of want to make it like, hang on, I'll just do this because I don't know if this is gonna, sorry, I'm just moving that down a bit. Okay, no, we're all good. Because even though there's nothing textured under the body, I don't really want this just to accidentally remove itself, because I don't know how, you know, YouTube really works with that stuff. Like if there's no, it's just like a blank mesh body, like of one of the skin tone, like all this here, but I don't know if, you know, if that's gonna be a bad thing or not. So yeah, what I'm just gonna quickly do, also you can see my, this will be a fun thing, you'll be able to see my awful, I don't know why these are so high poly, but you'll be able to see all my awful art skills that I managed to hide because I never actually show them. But what we will do here, I think, is, so that'll be Xmas 1. Hang on, I'm going to move it up again just so I make sure I don't delete the wrong thing. Okay, good, yep. So what I kind of want to do with this is essentially turn it simultaneously into a, let's take that off by selection. We'll just rename that to Xmas hat. And I will rename that to Xmas button. I think that's correct. That's the button. Hang on. Sorry, just gonna move it up again. Okay, all good. Oh yeah, please let me know as well if like, because I know this microphone is not really the best quality. It's kind of a crappy headset because I never use it. But yeah, please let me know if this if the audio is coming through okay, if the music's too loud, because I thought it'd be weird having awkward silence. So anyone that's watching this, please let me know. But yeah, so what I want to do essentially is, so we'll have probably two versions when it's printed. One like this, and then one without the button or the hat. So then I guess you can essentially kind of, I mean, you can paint this anyway, like it's not going to have to be, you know, these colors when people get the prints, but then it's kind of like they can make it, I guess, like it can be their interpretation of, oh, it's just like pajamas or something instead, if you want like an alternate version. So so basically it doesn't have to be a Christmas version. I think it's okay. Okay, I'm going to assume it is. I'm not really realistic to myself here. I've just got the YouTube version up and muted, so I think everything's all good. And another thing that I was thinking of, but I'll probably keep it like this because I think it matches better with the basic hair, but we also have the other hairstyles. So there's like the longer hair. Jesus, that music is loud. I don't know why that went suddenly so loud to me. I'm just gonna lower that a little bit. I didn't expect the royalty-free music to be so loud, but yeah, so we've got like, there's the longer hair, there's the ponytail, and then there's the, oh, this one's going to load a bit, so you get to see a semi-bold Ryuko for a few seconds while Blender's loading up. Yeah, and then there's the ponytail version. I was going to do all these hairstyles, but I feel like it's going to be a bit of a pain trying to remodel the hat for every single one. Why is that trumpet so loud? Jesus. Oh. Yeah, so I'm probably just going to keep it as the regular hair, so then I don't have to remodel it like 60 times. Just gonna, Jesus, lower that a little bit. I don't know why now it's playing a very loud song. Anyway. So, yeah, I suppose I'll get the buttons up ready. I might have to remodel the hat so it doesn't clip too much into the hair, so when it's printing it's not going to be a bit of an issue. What about Satsuki? I'm not gonna say anything about that yet. We'll keep that a bit zipped for now. Just don't let anyone know about that. Alrighty. So I guess the first thing I should probably do is fix up the hat a bit, because my god, I don't think this was actually designed for Ryuko. I think this was designed for a different model, and I just... Actually no, the way it's shaped it probably was, because it's like matching up there. Do I want the mirroring tool? I'm probably not. Sorry, I'll just move that. Okay, because I don't want that to really clip into the hair, because with these models as well, the black lines, this is a, sorry, I'm going off on way too many tangents here. Yeah, so that's just like a different material for an outline, but that works as a separate mesh. So if I went like to separate by material, now we have like, that's what the outline looks like without the actual hairpiece. And then, yeah, so pretty much once we're actually going to print it, so the render file, I'll have it looking all like this, but when we're printing, we're going to get rid of all the outlines, because that's sort of like an inverted mesh to get that, and the thing is probably going to completely break apart. Well, at least when I tried that one time, it looked really weird, so yeah, anyway. I should probably specify, I mean, I've been live for who knows how long, like 15 minutes or something now. It's probably going to be a bit of a boring stream, so I do not blame you if you would rather go do literally anything else, and then, you know, once this is finished, go back to the VOD and then turn it on like 10 times speed and get through the whole thing. But yeah, I don't think it matters too much if it clips with the hair, because really the only problem it's going to have, because I'm going to print it, like there'll be two versions, one with the hat and one without the hat for the hair. I'm probably not going to have it be like the hat connects to the hair. I'm probably just going to have that be one whole mesh part, because it's very annoying doing that. Like making sure not every single bit clips. So I'm probably just going to, honestly, the more I'm thinking about it, is drag it in, I think. Yeah, so again, I don't know how long this is going to go for. It could go for... I feel like it's probably going to be almost 2 hours I'll be doing this. Could be longer, could be more. But I just thought, because the next animation thingy that I'm working on will not probably be like a longer animation. Not like the little 2-second short ones that I skipped through. Hello, Keith. yeah, so I thought I might as well do something like this, because I thought I'm gonna make like a little Christmas print thing just to put it up and be like, oh, hello, like, you know, Merry Christmas and all that. And I thought I should probably, you know, try streaming it or something. Okay, I think the hat is modeled fine enough on there. Again, it's clipping a bit into the hair, but like, ultimately it's gonna print with the hat. The hair hat, whatever. God, I'm stumbling over my words, so it's fine. I might... God, yeah, that looks like a really weird thing. It'll look better printed, probably. I'll probably angle the hat a little bit after, but... Yeah, so I'll just go with like a basic pose, because... Yeah, it's not going to be too complicated, so we just want a camera shot. That's what I want, and then my method is to zoom in with the FOV lens, but then we zoom out normally, and then it gives us a nicer look. Probably want to zoom it out a bit because I want the whole model. But yeah, essentially I guess in a way this is kind of like, you know, sort of you can see the process of how I make my things, and you can see my horrifying way I rig my models and that, because I don't do the normal proposed method that everyone actually does. Oh, right, yeah, sorry. I forgot as well, I have this modified, so it's like, I don't think I have, oh, maybe not in this mesh, but yeah, so usually when I'm modeling these, I have obviously the whole body, like you can see there, the feet are there, but we're not going to need them for this print, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete those and we'll pretend they never existed. I should probably clear more of this mesh up, but I can do that later on when I'm actually setting it up to print. Wait, hide that camera for now. I should probably maybe view it through the camera. Yeah, so as well I've got all the shape keys here because that's how I do all the, like, this little stuff down here. I think my mouse shows up, hopefully, I don't know. Again, first time streaming like ages, so I'm probably messing things up, but this is how we do all the like slight changes to the eyes and everything whenever they blink. I think I've got some parts messed up on this that I haven't fixed, that's why, you know, it's just meant to close the right eye doesn't work, and the one that's meant to close the left one closes both. We got like, I don't know why I called that happy, but then we got like meh, proper smile, super wide eyes, and there's one titled Junketsu, which I think just modified the feet so it would fit into the boots. Anyway. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, so it's going to be a basic pose because, you know, I want it to properly sit on this. I've been rambling for like 20 minutes instead of just shutting up and starting. So what I want to do first is just sort of put out like a little base type of thing there, which then I will just add that. So then we have a backdrop for the photo. Kill select free animation. Thanks to kill hyperlife. Oh, thank you. I hope I don't say this. Beelzebella? Beelzebella. Sorry if I'm saying that horribly wrong. I'm awful at reading stuff. Thank you very much. That's very nice. I probably sound like a broken record saying this, but there are a lot of way better artists than me doing kill stuff. A lot, like way better artists. It's just they're all on I guess like Twitter and that, but it's pretty easy to find. I would recommend looking at that stuff because it is way better than anything I can do. How's it going? Yeah, I'm good. It's I mean, I got up at like 6 in the morning to start this. I got it right the second time. Alright. Oh, okay. So I haven't properly rigged the stockings. So I'll just quickly do that the lazy way. So I want the data transfer. Again, I hope there's no Blender professionals watching this because they are probably like bashing their head against the wall watching my horrible rigging options. Because a lot of rigs have like IK rigs where like you could sort of move the whole body and everything. I kind of just use mine like a I guess like an action figure where I just have bone go where I want. Okay, it still doesn't want to. Oh, it's because I didn't do that, I'm assuming. Okay, I probably should have prepped this more. The body, vertex data, vertex groups, apply. Alright, hopefully now the stocking actually moves with. Oh, okay, I'm stupid, I see why. Never mind. I never added the leggings to the actual model. I like tried to pre-prep all this. Okay, that's better now. Good. Alright. So yeah, we've kind of got this I mean, other than using it as a backdrop for the render, I'm also using this as sort of a base type of thing, so we know, like, you know, exactly where, like, you can see, obviously I haven't modeled the boots really that well because they hang up at the back. I'll fix that later, but yeah, so this is kind of so, when I'm doing the base for the model, the feet are on, like, the exact same level. For some reason I'm moving this with my hands as if I have a webcam or something, but I don't. Does it mean as the chest models of Ryuko keep getting bigger? Alright, I'm not going to say too much about that. I think that's the usual size, it's just the Christmas outfit. Hang on, I'll be a bit safe here. No, I've kind of kept it at the same size. I've never made it too big. I'm doing X-ray. Hopefully that's safe enough to where YouTube won't blow my head off, and I wouldn't blame them if they did. But yeah, I think it's a bit the Christmas outfit. It's kind of just the default I have. I promise, I swear, I haven't increased the size on any of these. I think it could just be the clothes sometimes make it look bigger. I could always, I mean, I do have, like, chest controls. We can always make it smaller, but then it kind of rips apart that. There. That's probably better and more natural. Now I just need to fix up the, rig a tiny bit, just to hide the skin in it. Oh, the bowl is a bit... Ah, that's fine. Alrighty. So now I'll get to not complain. No, that's all good, but I'm like, I should probably, you know, not oversize too much. So probably look a bit weird. Hello, Brublitz. Alright. So yeah, we're just gonna do like a very basic pose because those two previous prints I did, the like alternate Ryuko one worked out pretty fine. The stocking one where she was like sitting doing the absolute cinema pose, that one, setting up that to print was absolute hell. Like, it was horrific, because I never really do characters sitting, so it wasn't too fun. But I mean, I think it worked out okay in the end. I did like a little test print before it came out just to see how it looked, and it looked good to me. I don't know if it looked good to anyone else who actually wanted to print it. Do I use Blender for the animation renders? Yeah, I use it for literally, like, I would say 90% of everything I do, because I use ZBrush for the basics. Everything's complaining, Jesus Christ. Yeah, but Blender I use pretty much everything. I use ZBrush initially to make the models, like to sculpt them, and then I used Substance Painter to texture them. Everything else I use Blender for. But yeah, fun fact, literally every single other model that I've done, like, I think obviously other than the male models like Gamagori and Inamutra and all that, but every single other female model was actually all based off this Ryuko mesh. So essentially every other model is just Ryuko but heavily sculpted to look more like their actual character. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that part rigged. I should probably fix that up. No, well, I'll worry about that later. Have that go down a bit, and there. And then we'll just move the hip slightly. Just so then it's not just like, you know, I want to make it look kind of alright. Do I know Wade Dank Pods? I do not, Ollie. I am sorry, I do not know about that, but if you would like to let me know more about it, I would gladly have a look. Because no, I'm usually very, I watch very... Dank Pods. I love... Wait, is, hang on, Dank Pods. Is he the... I'm probably thinking of the wrong person. I don't know why. Pods went into my head, and I immediately thinking, is that the person who gets all the, I'm probably thinking of the wrong person. Hang on, alright, I'm gonna quickly... We're delaying a second. I'm checking this on my phone to make sure if I'm thinking of the right person or not. He's Australian. I might be thinking of the right person here. Yes, yep, okay, yep, I definitely know him, yep, I know his stuff, yep, I like that, testing out all the stuff, yep, okay, yeah, iPod Man, yep, alright, yep, I definitely know who that is now, yep, I've seen some of his stuff and I do think it's very good. I think I saw the one where he had like the giant, It was like the giant AirPod. I remember that one. I haven't seen too many, but I've definitely seen that. Oh yeah, another thing I should do is I should probably check the sides when I'm printing it, because obviously, you know, it might look okay at the front, but if we're printing it, we want to make sure it looks, you know, decent at every angle. Again, I've got to fix the shoes up, but we'll ignore those for now. Has this got the... Okay, yes. I've given shorts on this one. Like, you can see them there, they're like tiny little shorts, just because, you know, I don't want there to be stuff under there that people use for nefarious purposes, even if it is just like, you know, kind of a wooden doll there. I don't really... You know, people might use that for nefarious purposes when printing, so... Alright, so I kind of just want to turn the header move. Only have Australian watches Grand Line Review, he does One Piece. I have not seen, like, any of One Piece, and it seems to me, like, horrifying to get into. When I looked, there's, like, over 1,000 episodes, and I'm like, oh no. One day I'll watch it. I feel like maybe I should... I was gonna say I should maybe just watch the Netflix one, but I feel like I should probably watch the actual anime. Oh, the worst part now, posing the eyes so it looks good. Hello, Dylan. Alrighty, I think that's good there. Oh, do the eyes look a bit off? Maybe it's because the rest of the head hasn't been properly modelled yet, but I'll do my cheeky little method for a smile where we use both. So then we just get a basic generic smile. And then from here, the cheeky method is we then copy it all. We make it a little smaller because I feel like it's stretching out too much. You know, we can keep stretching it out further and further, but I don't think anyone would want to print that. So, oh god, we're gonna just make it a bit smaller. And I'm going to turn it a bit, because I like doing the little corner smile thing. So we'll add that up there. And there. God, I wish I could multitask. I like read the chat and I'm like gonna respond to a question, but then I feel like I stop working on this while I'm doing it. When did I start animating? I started... Oh god, when did I start? So I'm just gonna zoom in now while I'm doing this so it looks like I'm doing something. I started animating back in like... Oh god, it would have been a while ago, because like I initially started... God, this is gonna sound so cringe. I was using Source Filmmaker. What got me into it, again, this is gonna sound really weird, was surprisingly it was Overwatch. I saw like people were doing like Source Filmmaker renders with that, and like, you know, around 2016, like when everyone liked Overwatch, I was like obsessed with that game. So I was like, I learned Source Filmmaker just to do some renders, and then from there I saw like way better ones where like the hair was more detailed. I'm like, well, how do they do that? And then I learned it was in Blender. And then after that, that's when I'm like, oh, I want to start doing, like, I want to do animation. It seems fun. And I went completely, yeah, that's just how it started. So, you know, that's another thing we can blame Overwatch for, is me starting this. But yeah, that would have been like, that initially with Source Filmmaker was like, God, I think the models were like, I feel like they got ripped early, you know, before they put all these locks on them now, which people still break through. But I think some were available in like 2015 on Source Filmmaker. I definitely remember Tracer being one of them, but yeah, that's sort of how I got my start. And then from there, I was just like, oh, I want to do animation. And then I did some courses studying for it, and yeah. Well, my courses were actually more for game making, and then as I was doing that, I kind of like I was just doing like artist stuff for game making, and then when it came time for us to make like an actual game thing, I realized I kind of hated 90% of the process, and I was like, I rather just would animate. It's more fun than like, because at least with this I can just animate how it works, and with like, you know, with games and that, it's like, you know, something could break in the code. Oh, we've got to get the coder to look at it. Oh, one of the textures isn't working. It's like. With like this, it's here. If this was in a game, there'd be like a million problems with it. But yeah, I hope that explains most of it, and I haven't gone too much of a tangent. But are you intending to sell the 3D printed models? I don't... What I'm probably going to look at doing is maybe like a Patreon thing or something. I'm not looking too much into it, where there'd be like some other stuff, and maybe like, I don't really like straight up charging for stuff, so I'd probably just do it where like, if you sub to the Patreon, you get like maybe a month early access to it, and maybe the only exclusive thing is you get the ability to vote, and there'd be like some renders in that. Might move the hat because Jesus Christ, it's big. But yeah, that's what I'd probably be looking at. I'm probably not even going to look at that until like next year maybe. Yeah. But yeah, I am sort of looking at it, but again, I'm probably overestimating how many people like have 3D printers and specifically only want like Kill la Kill or Panty and Stocking stuff. So I'd probably add like little renders in there. I know a lot of people do more certain things on Patreon, more adult things, but I don't know if I'm really comfortable doing that. Like, yeah, maybe with Satsuki. No, I'm joking. We'd probably just do like pin-up stuff or something at worst, but I wouldn't really want to do any NSFW stuff. But I'd probably just have some little exclusive renders or something. Was up sorry for being late. I was tired and fell asleep. Believe me, because of time zones, I woke up at like 6 a.m. to get everything started. Studio doing a revised One Piece series that will cut out a lot of filler. If you want to watch, I'd wait until... I think I've seen something about that. Let me go look at that. Thank you very much, Tracy. Higher product. Alright, I think this is mostly... You know, it's kind of basic, but I feel like it's mostly done already. I kind of want to turn the hat a bit, so I can do that. So I'm going to do a very dumb method of... Oh, it's because I got that selected, stupid me. I could probably just rotate the hat, but I'm worried it's not going to come out right, so I'm going to specifically turn this part. I think that's selected all of it. Oh god, what have I done? Hang on, is it B that deselects? No, there's a way to deselect, and I always forget what the button is for it. Oh, I feel like, what made you want to 3D anime Kill la Kill, and when did you watch it? Oh, simultaneously, I can answer both of those. And when did you first watch? Oh god, I can answer all three in a row. So, it's a very interesting story. So I didn't get on the Kill la Kill train until like 2021, 2022? I think it was 2022, I think. When, because I'd heard about it before, but I'd never watched it. And when, funnily enough, it was the Cyberpunk anime was coming out, because I was one of the people who played Cyberpunk on launch. And, you know, I'll just say this, I personally never had any issues really with the Cyberpunk on launch. I played it on PC and I didn't have many problems, and so it was a bit upsetting when I really liked the game and then I saw everyone saying it was the worst thing ever, you know, because it ran horribly and was very unoptimized. But then the anime came out, and then I thought, oh yeah, I should probably watch that because I like Cyberpunk. And then after that I was like, Studio Trigger, didn't they do something else that I liked? Like Studio Trigger, I've heard something about that. And then I was like, there was some other show I heard they made before, and I was looking around at it, I was like, oh, what was it? And I was like, I think it's, because I searched them up, then I'm like, I reckon it's Kill la Kill was the one. And then I was like, alright, I guess I'll, because I think, yeah, it was made by Trigger and made Kill la Kill. Yeah, that's what, I remember hearing about them from it, and I was like, I've definitely seen something else. And then, I think I searched up Kill la Kill, and the amount of episodes, another weird tangent I'm going on, because this was before, Persona 5 Royal was coming out on PC, and I looked at it, I'm like, wow, there's just enough episodes to where, you know, when I finish it, the next day Persona 5 comes out on PC, because I'd played that on PlayStation, but I wasn't on PC, and then I think, I was like, oh, I hope I like this Kill la Kill show, like, you know, it's a bit weird with the, like, outfits and everything, and then I think within, like, the first 2 minutes, but basically the point where, I forget his name, but like the guy's running down the stairs, not even running down the stairs, but basically as soon as Gamagori appears on the screen and he's just like 10 times bigger as he fits through the door, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like way too good. And then as the guy's like running down the stairs and Gamagori's just flying down the stairs, I thought that was very funny. Message retracted. Alright, well I have no clue how to, I don't think I have any restriction on messages. I don't know why that one got retracted. Sorry. I don't know how to fix that. Yeah, so the Kill la Kill fans. Well, I knew about it before I'd watched it. I'd only known a bit about it, like, with the outfits and everything. I didn't know too much else, but... Yeah, so I watched... Yeah, after I got through the first episode, I was like, alright, I'm watching one episode a day until Persona came out, and then I basically got really into it, and then I think it's still up. Then that's kind of just what turned my whole account into a kill art account from there. Because I was just like, oh, after I watched it, I'm like, wow, there's so much you could do with that stuff. So I just went from there, and you know, for better or worse, here we are. Alright, I think this is fine. I don't know, I feel like the eyes should be angled a tiny bit more to the right, but I still want them kind of looking over. Maybe it's just that I want the head turned more. And then it's like, oh, hang on, okay. Any more penny and stocking content coming in the future? So funnily enough, that's what the next animation thing's probably mostly going to be. I'm hoping to get it out by January at some point. I haven't started on it at all yet, but I'm just sort of taking a little break from longer animations, because, you know, that other one taking like 9 months. Good lord. But yeah, so if you've seen the short of the penny and stocking where it had like the ghost stories dubbed thing, where it's like the, you know, Jesus loves me, and then like, say the words. So there's so many lines in that I'm like, would work perfect with like penny and stocking in it. So I kind of want to do an animation like with a bunch of those lines, and hopefully it works out. It's probably just going to be sort of in this basic white void like everything else. Like, I don't know if I want to make a whole set thing for it. It might be like, I don't know how long, more than 5 minutes, but it's just going to be those lines but with like penny and stocking characters. You know, the more safe lines, like, because that Ghost Stories has some funny lines about, oh, it has some some lines that I don't think would be very acceptable to use. Kill la Kill's top 2 favorite anime because of how deep anime, formal gay action, peak cinematic style. Such stuff to really like here back in 2017. Oh yeah, I saw that one. I didn't even realize it was a thing until I got shown it. I'm like, oh, that's funny, I can use that. But yeah, I'd say Kill la Kill is definitely one of my favorite ones. I mean, to be fair, this again might ruin some illusion. I haven't really watched heaps of anime, surprisingly. Like, really, other than this, it's like Dragon Ball, JoJo, obviously penny and stocking, and fix up these boots. And I watch Spy Family with my mum because she really likes Spy Family. Because we were going, I'll go on a quick story about that. We were going to Universal Japan back in like 2024, I think, and they had a little, or 2023, and they had a little event going on. And I was like, well, we should probably watch Spy Family so we know what it's about. And yeah, she just ended up really liking that. So we've kind of, I don't think we've started the new season yet, but that's because like I've moved into my own apartment thing and everything, and it's a bit harder to, you know, set up to watch those and come by a bit. Yeah, so I think that's kind of it. JoJo, Dragon Ball, Spy Family. Oh no, I've seen Konosuba. I haven't seen season 3 yet, but I've watched the first 2. Mole's looking really good. You're so good at making these videos. Thank you very much. Thank you. I feel like another reason I kind of keep these models private is because I feel like someone, if they had access to these, could do 10 times better than me. So I've got to keep my stuff down on lock and key and everything. No, sorry. Oh no, you're all good. You can say whatever you want. So what should Kill la Kill in 2015 because of Dragon Ball Daima? Kind of unusual, that's why. How did that happen? Was it just in recommended or something, or did it go through that? So I was gonna say, yeah, I watched Daima. What did I watched? Because the release of the dub was very weird for that, because it was like, it was in the cinemas the first 3 episodes, and I was gonna go see it, but I thought, oh, they'll drop all 3 at the single time, and then they didn't. And then yeah, that was fun wading through that. Okay, I want the shoes. I should probably just be using the actual rig to lower the feet, but I'm doing this instead because I'm lazy. So I'll just model the shoes. Yeah, so I just want them basically all matching the floor here, so then when we're actually printing, you know, it actually fits properly and isn't completely busted. Okay, I think that's mostly fine. I just realized probably the middle part isn't going to look correct. Or am I? I don't know. I forget how I kind of modeled these shoes. It was a long time ago. Ah, yes. I should probably, as you can see, the stockings are piercing through, so I should probably clear that up. So I will just delete all that lower stuff. We don't need any of that. A lot of this is going to get deleted in the 3D print, but Yeah. Okay, I think that's kind of it for the render. Hello, Litha. I will zoom in a little bit more, just because I'm very awkward with these because I like zooming in, but I also like to try and keep a lot of the character in frame. But I think for the most part, that's... Oh, a bit of the mesh is leaking out here. Kill Kill is my second favorite anime, my number one is My Hero Academia. I feel like I really need to watch more, but because I heard it's finished now, but like they're doing an extra special episode thing after. I saw that on like Twitter mentioned this morning when I got up, but yeah, because I finished season 3 and I was like, that was great. Like the season 3, I really liked that one a lot. And then I started watching JoJo, and then I was gonna watch like Hero Academia season 4, and then I felt really bad because I was like 5 minutes in and I'm like, I just want to watch more JoJo now, because I was on part 5 at that point and I was just really enjoying that. New Kill la Kill in 2022, I loved it. Want to know more about the anime? I found you on Twitter with the animation where Ryuko fights the cover, since that one that I made, that awful one that I made back in like, I think that was my first actual like animation with it. That was like, I don't know if that was late 2022 or early 2023. I know what you mean, that one. Oh, good lord, yeah. Where I tried to do the, with Dragon Ball Fighters, because I saw the part on that where Trunks does like his finisher thing on Zamasu, and I was like, oh, I need to do that. Alrighty, so now what I want to do, enough of my rambling, excuse this, I think this is some other texture. Oh no, it's pure white. Okay, that's weird. I thought I had texture on that one. Oh, I took it off, okay. Yeah, so that's kind of the render done. Hang on. Oh, that's why. Shadow mode. No, there is a shadow. Okay, why is it not? Ah, never mind, I'm stupid. I want that because I want a bit of the shadow to appear on the backdrop. I'm dragging the wrong thing here. Okay, there we go. There. So now I like keeping a little bit of the shadow. I don't know why, I kind of hate having just a pure like white background without the shadow. I could move it so the shadow's more down, but then the lighting looks very weird and you can start to see all the imperfections in my model. It's an extra episode adapting chapter 431. It came out in volume 42 of December. Yeah, that's what I heard. I'll probably wait till that's done, and then when I've got time I might just binge watch a lot of it, because I might have to rewatch, because I got up to yeah, again, I started at season 4, but like it's been so long, I'm like, I should probably rewatch, because I remember I started season 1 and I was like, oh, this will probably be alright, and then I like that season 1 I think is like really good. Like I was just watching the hell out of it. I was like, this is so good. I was like, one episode a night, and then I watched the whole thing in like one night and I felt awful after. Dragon Ball is number 1 for me, second is Kill la Kill, third is JoJo, fourth is One Punch Man. Used to be 1, but season 3 ruined it. Fifth is Hero Academia. I feel bad for the people I mean, I say this like I'm someone important, but I feel bad for those guys working on it, because like they're probably like having to be rushed and on deadlines and everything, and then like I just feel really bad for them, like regardless of whether it's like good or that, like it's I feel like it really sucks, like, you know, they're probably working like, you know, to the bone, being like on crunch and everything just to get these out, and then, you know, every episode that goes out everyone says like, oh, the animation's awful and laughing at it and everything, which, I mean, yeah, the animation is pretty whack in it, but yeah, I feel really bad for the One Punch Man animators, because like they're probably getting like no sleep having to work on that and everything. Or maybe they're not and I'm just giving them too much of a benefit of doubt. Feel bad for them. Yeah, I feel really bad for them. Which part of JoJo is your favorite? Part 2 is mine. Yep, I agree on that one. I like part 2 the most as well. For me it goes purely the anime adaptations. I think it's like, from my favorite, I mean, all of them I think are great, but it's like part 2 is my favorite. Then I would say, I was going to say part 6, but I'm really coming around on part 4 a lot. I really like part 4, just because I like how part 3 goes from like potentially a world-ending threat to just serial killer. I don't know if that word can get me banned on YouTube, hopefully not. But yeah, so I would say it's, I feel like I'm pausing way too much while I'm like talking. Yeah, so part 2, part 4, part 6, part 3, part 5, and then part 1, I would say. I like part 1 a lot. I feel like it's really good on rewatch, but I feel like the first time watching, when you see everything about JoJo, you see all the like stand battles and everything, and then it starts in like 1800s England. It's just kind of like I was like I had complete whiplash. I thought I was watching the wrong show at first, and then I went, oh no, this is the show, okay. And then I really like part 1, but yeah, I think it's one of those ones that after you've watched the later parts, it becomes like miles better. But on initial first watch, it's kind of like, oh, okay. But then in part 2, like the moment Joseph like pulls out a Tommy gun and everything, and then like the guy, oh, I forget his name, Strezo? Yeah, Strezo like smacks the grenade away, and he's like, ha, it won't work. And then he's just like, haha, I've tied that grenade to like 30 other grenades. At that point, I was like, alright, this is just like so stupid, I love it. And then when he's got like the woman on the bridge, and he's like, this woman's my hostage, like I'll like kill her if you don't like surrender. And he's just like, I don't even know who that is, like I don't care. It's just I really like Joseph as a character. He's an awful person, but he's great. Anyway, back to the kill thing. I think this is pretty much done now. Yeah, I'd say it is. Alright. They need to cook out with part 7. Oh, for JoJo. I mean, it's looking good so far. I'm more just hoping that, like, they don't kind of do it dirty like they did with part 6, where they released it in batches. I hope they just do, like, 1 a week, because I feel like part 6, I was really excited for, and I still really enjoyed part 6, but I feel like so much of the, discussion was like way less than every other JoJo part because of how long it got delayed between parts. Crazy how popular anime and manga are nowadays. Yeah, it's crazy. I can just walk around and I see that stuff everywhere, and I live in Australia, which is like basically just bumfuck nowhere, but yeah, there's heaps of anime stuff when I'm going around. Alright, 5th time I'm saying alright that we're done, but I think this is good. Do I want to change the eyes at all? No, I think they're good like that. I could make them super wide, but I don't think anyone would want that. Alrighty, so since this is done, I should hide the hair models, because otherwise it's going to print them with it. So I think now if I just go to render, hopefully there's nothing that randomly renders with this. I'm making sure everything's on, so it doesn't show anything. Sorry again, I'm on a widescreen, so this is probably like, I can probably drag this out a bit, hang on. Just move that there. I really need to, if I do this in the future, like another stream thing, remind me to get like a second, thing for it, like a second monitor, so then it's not all just, I've got everything to the side and everything. Have you watched Little Witch Academia? It's also from Trigger. There is so much that's on my list. That's another one. So I'm wondering. I'm worrying if I watch that one, then I'm gonna start adding all of those to this as well. Like I'll start making models of them and everything. I'll probably do it. Sing a song from Mariah Carey. I mean, it's fine. Mariah Carey song's fine. I know everyone sings it, but it's fine. Models keep making me think of the Kill la Kill AF game, and they're so good. That's pretty much what got me to do these models, is I used them heavily as a reference. Like I basically had them sitting right next to the regular models, so I could try get everything kind of correct, at least with the face. Alright, so I'll save this now. I don't know where this is going to save, so I'm going to... Oh, Blender's going to take its second. I thought I was using the AF models. No, every model I'm using, I have made myself. It's just, they're heavily influenced by it, I guess you could say. Alright, so I'm just dragging the Blender file over here, so you probably just see this. It's just so I can save the image for the render. I'll just name it Ryuko Xmas, so I can remember that. This is my desktop page. Okay, so now that the render is saved, now the fun/horrifying part. This should have probably taken like 10 minutes, but I've just been rambling on and delayed myself. So now we want to get this ready to 3D print. Just delete all those. So what I've got to do now is we've got to basically get rid of all the outlines on the model, which is fairly simple. So just do that. Buy material. Yep. Because yeah, if it prints with that, it's going to have these weird like outer meshes on there. Wish that game would let you play Satsuki Superform. Yeah, I wish a lot of things for like Kill la Kill games and that. Like I kind of want like a oh, wrong one. I want like a like the Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game. I would love like a RPG style game like that for Kill la Kill. I think it'd be really fun. See, this is why I make sure that it's a flat mesh, because geez, that's spooky. I'll select that so it actually goes properly back on. Separate the material there. So you can see it's like removing all the outline, and it looks a lot weirder now without the outlines, I think. Ryuko looks cuter in the eye model. Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad that, you know, someone thinks this is better than the official models made by Arxis, who probably make like the best 3D models. It's very nice, thank you. Alrighty, so the outline for the leggings we want to get rid of. And then the outline for the, oh, yeah, there you can go, she's got no legs there under that. So now we get rid of those. Oh, wrong outline. Delete that. Do you think Kill la Kill will ever come back? I'm gonna go with probably not. Maybe. I mean, never say never. Penny and Stocking was like 12 years, but I don't know. One of the things I do like about Kill la Kill, and I don't know if it's a controversial opinion, is I like about where it just ends. Like, I like that it doesn't like, you know, because it's always like, it's probably a bad like mindset to have, but anytime any show's doing a season 2, it's like they could always kind of like wreck what made the first season really good. So I'm kind of glad that a lot of shows in that just kind of stick with like it's finished, it's done, there's not a season 2 which, you know, I might not end up liking. God, everything is worded here so weird on my models. The shorts, right, I want to get rid of the outline. Okay, how do I do this without seeing weird? Oh, I know. Okay, so that's the regular short. Alright, so this is the outline? Yep, we can get rid of that. So say I'm thinking about, I'm not joking, I'd love a Kakarot style base Kill la Kill game. I think it would be fucking amazing if they did that, but, you know, me and all, like, 20 people that want it will play it. They'll make probably, like, you know, $500 off it. And then have to file for bankruptcy, but I would still like to see it. Oh my god, I forget how much the outlines carry the eyebrows. Jeez, they're tiny. I gotta fatten those up a bit. Someone commissioned Ryuko Matoi, Sparking Zero as a mod is pretty good. We need Sasuke in that mod. I have not seen anything about that. Sparking Zero I enjoyed, and it's one of those games that I just have not touched since. And I want to play more, and then I played like an hour, and I'm like, yes, good, but I don't know. I feel like I need more into it. I don't know, it just feels like it's missing something, but yeah. Kill la Kill is one of those endings where you feel satisfied. Yeah, because it could technically lead on, but I'm happy with where it ends. Episode 24 was not the best way to end it, OVA 25 was way better. Yeah, I like the OVA. Oh, did I make that too big? Okay, I think the eyebrows are a fine size. Oh, right, one thing I should get rid of, this is gonna, okay. On the eyelashes, I'm going to get rid of these little tiny ones. Oh, click the wrong thing, you idiot. There we go. I want to get rid of these little tiny eyelashes just because printing those is a nightmare and it's probably easier just to paint them on. Because again, I'm not a professional with these 3D prints, that's why I haven't started charging for them yet. Because, again, a pro who's doing this would probably hate it. Oh right, I need to actually get rid of the outline on her. Okay, what's that? That's the body, that's the head, Jesus Christ, that was scary. Alright. So I get rid of that. I think the eyelashes are a bit funked. Like they're not, yeah, they're weirdly like all separate parts. Oh, if I can click on them all. I think I had that because it was easier to animate them all like this, but obviously it does not come out good in this. It ends perfectly, it doesn't need a second season. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I wouldn't mind if, I mean, the 10th anniversary's passed, but I think it would have been good for that. Who knows, 15th. I wouldn't mind if they just did like a couple of like, little slice of life style episodes, but I feel like, you know, just as like, not as a proper sequel, because I feel like that would kind of, you know, people would want action and everything, but I feel like you could do something like that would be kind of fun. What do I want here? I'm looking at the wrong things here. Cleanup, that's what I want. Merge by distance, I think that's it. Alright, I still don't know if that completely merges it as one whole model. I clicked on the wrong thing again. No, it's still... That's so weird. It's because of the way I've done it. There's probably some proper way for that, but yeah. Just want to stop by and say I love what you make, because it's my favorite thing ever. It's a big inspiration for my styles. See anyone else who loves it so much is awesome. Oh, sick, man. Doing great, proud of your work. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, take care, man. Have a good time. Okay. I've taken the outlines off everything. Alright, I think this is ready to start up in the 3D printing, which is probably going to be like 10 times longer than this, so get ready for that. So what I want to do here is I want to export this. Yes, OBJ. Oh good lord, yeah, I forget how big my... Sorry, I'm just going to move the folder over here because there's a lot of... It's just too much stuff. So I want to go to my 3D prints folder. So I'm just waiting for Blender to load it up while I'm waiting. Okay, I can't see the names of anything, so I'm going to drag it out a bit so I can actually see. Sorry, I'm just going through like all my folders. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. 3D print. Okay, here we go. So I click on that, select it only, and I export all that. Okay, so I think that's all exported now. So now the next part. I will open this up. So now we have ZBrush, which is the software that I use for basically to make it properly be able to 3D print. Because if I exported that current model just for a 3D print, it would look weird. Might be wondering what this random foot's doing here. This was part of the stocking render, the like absolute cinema one I did. I just got it there because ZBrush by default, the window screen around here is a lot smaller, and I'm too lazy to reset that every single time, so I just kind of use my previous save and then I go from there. But alright, well hopefully I haven't messed anything up in the printing process. We're about to find out. Did I? I don't know if I exported everything as one. Where is it? Oh, I'll move this to the side because I don't want to... There might be something later and I don't want to spoil it. I just got to find everything. ZBrush 3D print. Just print. Okay, open. Oh, I always forget which one more sides. I think it's quads and triangles, but it might come out horrifying. It might be symmetrical triangles. Remove unused vertices. Yeah, sure. Contains support had to be removed. Okay, perfect. So now you can see she's obviously like 10 times more blocky because this is what the actual model looks like without any of the smooth shading on. So sorry to ruin any illusion to that. Alrighty, so yeah, we're kind of going to touch up the parts a little bit before it's then ready to print. So what I want to do first is I want to split all the parts. So now you can see it's just like there's the base mesh thing. It's got holes in it and that, as you can see, but we'll worry about that later. So what I want to do from here, I forgot the head was a separate part to this model. I should probably fix that up. I had that because of how I have the lighting on the head. It's kind of essentially a different part. Hopefully ZBrush doesn't crash. Sometimes it crashes when I'm scrolling through. Rewatch your favorite video games. I feel like I would say what my favorites are, but I feel like I'm going to spend way too long talking about it than working on this. I guess this year, probably my favorite was Donkey Kong. I really like the Funny Monkey game. There's a lot more, but I feel like this has already gone on way longer than it probably should have, so I'll try and get this part done. I don't need the eyes, the back eyes, because we're gonna close those up. Oh, that's the mouth. Yeah, I don't need the parts for the mouth. They're not visible, so it's fine. What are these bowls? What are these? I think these are the Christmas. Okay, so which ones are the outer mesh? Okay, so not that one. That one's good. So these top two are the bad ones, yeah. Okay, so I forgot to get rid of the outlines on them. You can see this is why, because it adds this weird outer mesh layer to it, so it looks a bit gross, so I'll just get rid of those. Please don't crash ZBrush. It sometimes crashes when I'm scrolling up and down, so I'm terrified it's going to do that. Alright, now the hair, I'm just going to merge all that together, because I can't be asked, you know, doing all that, so I'll just get all the bits of the hair. Just gonna save this real quick, because I don't want to, if it crashes or anything. She looks like she's made with wood. Yeah, that's kind of what this texture looks like. Now you see why I did the regular render, so when I'm actually printing this, like, it's not just another image of this. Thank you for doing this stream, super cool, nice. Oh, thank you very much, Dylan. Yeah, I thought I should probably, you know, I mean, the stream's probably like very boring. It's kind of nothing. I don't blame anyone if they don't want to watch it, but it's just kind of because like I probably don't really have any other animation or anything like that coming out later this year. So I thought I'll get something done while I can. Like I should put something up. So I thought, this would be fun. Alright, yeah, you can see the hair kind of clips back here. This is, when this prints, at least in my experience, this is all going to just mold together, so it doesn't, again, I'm not a professional, right, it's fine. Yeah, I don't think I want to smoothen that yet, you know, no. Alright, so what I want to do is, I want to subdivide that a bit. So now the hair's a lot more smooth. Instead of being, like, because up the top right here, so that's how many like little triangles this is made out of, 6,823. Now we're going to up it, so it's around, I think 2 million might be a bit high. Because I want to have it high up, because if it's lower like this, it'll print looking like that, like it'll be all blocky. We obviously do not want that, because, well, I mean, someone might, but it's crazy how 2025 will almost... Yeah, it's actually horrifying. I do not like thinking about it at all. Like, I'm still in that sort of mindset of like, it feels like when COVID happened, like I remember people joking around saying like, oh, it feels like time's been speeding up since then. I swear, like, because usually when I hear like, oh, COVID was like, you know, 5 years ago, I'm like, oh, it's not too bad. And then I remember like Animal Crossing came out 5 years ago, and I start getting pains in my chest thinking about that, how old that game is. Alright, so I'm just inflating the hair a bit so it connects properly to the rest of the mesh, because could have problems with that. I think, yeah, the hair's fine. Again, there's going to be this little ugly part. I should probably fix this up. Move topology. We're just going to hide that in the hair and pretend it doesn't exist. Love the 3D art style of panty stocking. Oh, like the model things I made? Oh, thank you. I was going to do them more in the show style, but then I thought, one, it doesn't really match with the other models, like if I had them looking like that, and then they're, like the more anime style they have when they transform, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get anywhere near that quality, so I thought, I'll just make them look like they do, sort of like a mix, so they match with the other models in that. Plus, I think someone's already done that, like where they look like their show models, and I thought, yeah, I probably can't beat that, so I'll just stick with my ones. So I'll just move that up a little bit. I forgot to turn up the intensity on this brush. Okay. Oh, smooth that a bit. Alright, so that's basically the hair. There's a little hole there, I'll fix that up later. But yeah, the hair's basically done. Alrighty. The head, I want that to connect with the body. Wait, do I? Yes, I do. I don't know. Because because the head's probably going to be a separate part later on anyway, like when I'm printing it, so then you glue it there, but I thought I should probably do that. Satisfying to see you fix those little details. I'm surprised. I thought, you know, I feel like most people would find it really boring. Alright, there's little holes in the back there. So, I don't know if I want to start with the body yet, because this is going to be like the more complicated part. Oh yeah, she's missing her legs. I forgot about that. Alright, so what I probably want to do first is close all the holes in the model. And then, so I want to select the eyes. What the hell? I want to get the eyes, so then we can move these back a bit. So then, like, people can print, and it's not... Because I think ways a lot of people do this is they have these be flat surfaces and people can paint on them. I would do that as well. Or I know they use, like, water stickers or something for the eyes. That's what I go trying to feature. But I do this so then when, so then the eyes are actually modeled, because I'm, you know, if you've seen any of my paint prints, you know I'm fucking terrible at painting them. So I like to keep the eyes as an actual model so I can kind of keep the oval shape of the eyes instead of like messing up and then it goes all over here. But yeah, anyway, I'll hide those eyes for now as we get back to this, and I'll hide the Christmas balls. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. I'll go up. Again, I'm just going to quickly panic save because I feel like the moment I don't, it's going to go horribly, horribly wrong. And now I just got to wait like a minute for it to save. Hope it doesn't crash. Alright, good. Because ZBrush, like this little thing here where I scroll through all the objects, I've had so many times where it's crashed, and I am just... I don't want to risk it. Alright, so the eyes are back far enough. Yep. Alright, so now, and I think, yeah, now she's kind of got legs now that I've closed all the holes. So what we will do from here is we'll subdivide this as well to make it higher quality. I don't want to make it too high quality because, okay, the head's not properly connected to the neck. That's a bit annoying. I didn't properly match them up. Because if I do that, I believe, so what I want to do then is I'll subdivide, but I'll keep the smooth off, so then it doesn't directly kill the layer, because what I want to do here, I believe what I want to do is Dynamesh, so then that'll connect the neck properly to the head, but I feel like that's gonna, it might wreck it a bit, but we'll find out. It doesn't matter, I've got a history thing I can go back on. Okay, so I think it worked fine. Oh, what do you know, it actually came out perfectly, but as you can see it kind of wrecks the face a bit, because it kind of just, yeah. Okay, yeah, alright. I'm just gonna leave that back how it was, I think. I could probably just connect the hair model and then import it again, that might work. Remember to kill the Killamanga. Oh yeah, I forgot that was the thing. You were supposed to especially Ryuko during a family mode day. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you too, legendary Gita Rumen? Hopefully I didn't say that wrong. Alrighty, yeah, so because it's going to kind of clip the hair, there's probably a way to properly connect these, but again, I'm not a pro at this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this real quick. And I know why it's doing it, is because they're separate material parts, so I'm going to combine those, just delete one of the materials. I will now just export that one Ryuko part, I'll just name that Ryuko head. Save that, and now we can go back into ZBrush, and then I'll have to redo a bit here. I'll just duplicate this to be safe. So now we'll just import that Ryuko head. Yep. Yes. Okay. So now we have a new body, and I will then split the parts because it's got the eyelashes there, and I don't want those. Split the head again, I'm an idiot, I did the wrong thing. I've got to combine it, I'm stupid, I forgot about that. Alright, hang on. Mesh, clean up, merge by distance. Alright, there we go. Now that's a proper one. Fucking hell, I'm an idiot. Alright, Ryuko head, export that. Go back to ZBrush. I am here, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too. Can I say that word on YouTube? I mean, you probably can. Cyanide? I don't know if that's... Again, I don't really do stuff like this, so I know YouTube sometimes has like words that if you say them it like instantly just goes nup. Like, I don't know if it like ends your stream or if it like, you know, I know people, maybe I think it's like monetization and stuff people do, I don't really care about that, but let's remove that, yes, okay. Alright, so now, hopefully, attempt 3, this works properly. Alright, sick, yep, it's recognized it as one model. Alright, so I'll get rid of the eyelashes because we've got them saved further down. I will just save this as... I'll name this Ryuko 2, because the first one was Ryuko. I'll rename this one, because every time I make a bit of progress, I tend to save it as a separate file, because I just know it's not going to come out well in the first proper one. Alrighty, so now we will subdivide that, and it should... Oh right, I forgot to close the holes, whoops. Close holes. And now we subdivide that maybe twice. Just want to say thank you for the Killer Sonic 3 animation. Lisa saved my eyes to this amazing channel. I know it might not be seen, but still I will at least show my respect. I mean, Master Kid, there are 18 people. You will 100% be seen if you say anything. So, yeah, but thank you very much for the kind words. Yeah, you don't have to worry. Even if, like, you know, if this is like a 10,000 viewer stream in the chat's going by, I'll try and read, like, everything I can. Alrighty, we got the eyes there, so that's good. I might... Oh god, yeah, I forget the noses look like that, so I'll just smoothen that out a little bit, hopefully without smoothing out the face too much. Okay. Alright. I probably want to smooth a bit more just to hide like the little triangles and crap. I don't think it's really going to do that here though, because of how many it is. I think that's kind of good. I think I'm happy with that. I'll smooth up the back a little bit. So what we'll do from here is another subdivision, which tends to hide a bit more of the more greeny stuff, but as you can see obviously there's still a bit there, so I'm just going to smoothen out the body a bit, just so it hasn't got all the little blocks and bits on it. So I will just do that. Gonna despawn now. Have an amazing stream. I can't wait to see more from you. Ah, thank you very much. There might not be much until January. I mean, animation-wise, I'll have little renders and that going up because I'll try and always get to it that week. But just, yeah, longer animation. I'm just taking a little bit of a break off. But yeah, thank you very much. Have a good time, Cyanide. There's the weirdest way of saying that. But alrighty. The nose still looks a little funky because of how it's designed to obviously look in 3D. So what I want to do from here now is I'll delete the lower and I will just hit the Z remesher. I don't always have to do this, but this sometimes just cleans it up and typically makes it easier to 3D print stuff. I probably didn't need to do it yet. I don't know how badly it's going to affect it. It might completely rip the model apart. We'll find out in a few seconds. Okay, it's not the worst. I'm not really too happy with how it's done it. Because if I divide now... I hate resculpting everything, so I'm just going to leave that like that for now before we did that, and I will come back to that later. Alright, so the first part, the boots. I'll focus on them first. Here's your reaction to the big plot twist in Kill la Kill. I kind of went in knowing that at least Ryuko and Satsuki were sisters. I kind of knew that, and that was it, so that wasn't too surprising to me. Oh right, I want to close the holes for this, don't I? Modify topology, close holes. Okay, I'm just going to check the music. Okay, good, it's all good. I still got an hour left on it. Can I be applied to a measure multiple? Oh, I'm an idiot, I forgot to delete the lower one. There we go, delete that, close holes. So now we have boot. And yeah, that's basically pretty much the boot already done. Oh, it's not technically set up for printing yet, but I want to get every part ready before that. Who's your favorite for Elite? Well, this is an interesting thing because if you look at any of my stuff, you would probably think it's Nonon, and you're almost correct. But even though I don't use it in many things because I never really have any ideas, Gamagori is probably my favorite one. I like how over the top he is. I don't know why I got the inflate brush out. I just want to divide that a bit. The eyebrows are probably fine like that. I just want to make sure they're actually connected to the head because they're going to print as part of the head model. Alrighty, so I'll just drag that in a bit so it's fully connected to the head properly. Because I think even if it's a bit out, it doesn't matter, but I'm more worried that like it's not gonna properly print. Okay, so those are connected. Yep, good. Alright, so the eyebrows are basically done. Again, I'm just going to quickly save this as Ryuko 3. I end up saving like 100 of these because I am always worried that it's going to come out horribly, horribly wrong. Yep, saving project file, yada yada yada. Alright, I'll keep those on. So the shorts now. So I've just got those there for, I guess, self-explanatory reasons why I'd have clothing there. Again, even though it's basically a wooden doll thing, yeah, I think it makes enough sense. So now we're just going to subdivide those a bit, and there's basically the shorts already done. I need to smooth it out a little bit, I think. Yeah, that's good. What I might do, I think I can use the close holes here. Yep, oh, perfect. Okay, so what I'm probably going to have it print this, is I was going to point at it with my finger and then realize it's going to make no sense, so I should do it with this. I'll do it with the dry box. So I'm going to have the model like cut off there at the shorts, so that's going to be like separate parts, so then like you connect them together, because I could make this one whole thing, but then, you know, you can only print it at certain sizes then that fit 3D printers, like, so when the head's a separate part, like you can make a huge like head and you don't have the rest of the body attacking it, I guess. And I'll probably do the same with the arms, and then from there the legs will be two separate parts. So it's kind of like putting it all together. Wow, exciting. Alright, the leggings. This is one that I might want to... Actually, the closed hole thing might just work again with this. Wow, actual cinema, that ability. Alright, and I'll get the other one. I should probably just merge them together. I don't think they clip at all, so it's fine. Oh yeah, they don't clip at all, so... Alright, both the holes are closed on them. Divide the leggings up a bit. I will have to definitely Z-remesh these, because you can see where I do the lines for the textures, they... Ugh, yikes. Alright, so I will just slightly clean those up a little bit. And then from here I will... I think Z-remesh is what I want. I'll divide them again to make them a bit bigger. But as you can see, there's like little bumps that even no matter how much I smooth out, they're probably going to kind of stay there. So I'll just use the Z-remesher, that should clean them up. Ryuko in a Superman suit. Would the S be the S still on him? Or would we change it to Senketsu's eye? I feel like that would look good. Alrighty, so now smooth those out. So what I might do, because they're very thin those, I think that would still work fine, but I might just inflate. Is that? I just realized the inflate tool doesn't have an E. Isn't inflate? Now I'm questioning myself. Inflate has an E at the end of it, right? Otherwise it's just called inflat. Alright, anyway. So now we have the leggings basically done that are going to connect into the boots, but yeah. So what I'm going to do is, so the Christmas dress, this is just going to be combined as part of the body. But yeah, so another reason I've done it, or Supergirl, yeah, that works. I didn't even think of that. I'm literally like, that's like the movie I'm most excited for next year, and I've literally forgotten, like, for a moment there who Supergirl is. You can tell I'm just brain rotted from never publicly streaming or anything. Yeah, but so the reason I've kind of done it like this, so hang on, I'll just measure the two Christmas balls together. But so I'm going to have two versions of this, one like this with the jacket, and then an alternate version with the Christmas balls. So then you've kind of got it like, you know, if you don't want a Christmas one, you've essentially got like just a sweater, I guess, like a baggy sweater. I thought that'd be fun. So what I want to do is divide that, I believe. Yes. So I want it to be a bit smooth. Yep, alright, Zebras, thank you for auto-saving for when this inevitably crashes. Alrighty, and that's done. Do you have any pets? That's a weird, like, sort of yes or no question. Like, so I myself don't have any. I had them and everything when we were back at my parents'. I don't have any. Oh, I don't want that. Whoops. I don't have any pets at my apartment. We're not allowed, I think, pets in this apartment unless they're like special helper dogs and that or anything. But it's probably also good because I'm worrying if I had a pet, like, because again I'm on like a floor in an apartment, and even though I pretty much always have the balcony closed, I'd be terrified to have a pet because I feel like it would somehow escape and fall off the balcony. So I'll put that horrifying thought in your head. But no, I personally don't have any, like, with me. Okay, so what I want to do here for the jacket is extract it. So what the extracting tool, for anyone that doesn't know what that does, it'll just kind of make another more proper version of this, and that's the worst way I could explain that. But if I hit the extract tool, it might make it a little bit thicker, because if it's not thick enough, it might not come out great when you 3D print it. Because I did that with hair before, I didn't extract it enough, and like Satsuki's hair, when I made one of the older prints I did, the hair did not come out very well. Like, it was very flimsy, basically. Alright, I could probably delete that one. So now we have this, and smooth it out a bit. Yeah, so that should print fine. This is gonna, again, this is gonna be attached to the actual, like, body when it prints. I'll probably just have the hand cut off, so, like, the hand will be a separate part you stick into it, because I would cut it off, like, here, but it's gonna look kind of awkward. I want to try and have it look as seamless as possible, like, for anyone that actually wants to print it. I might hit one more subdivide just to smoothen that out a bit more. That's smooth enough, yeah, that'll be fine. Alrighty, sorry if I'm sniveling, I have a bit of a cold as well. Alright, so the hat, we're going to kind of do the, oh yeah, I should probably have the hair there so it looks a bit less awkward. So the hat, we are also going to do the extrude option, but first I want to subdivide that a bit to smooth out the hat. Delete the lower, copy all that. Oh, hang on, I should probably, there we go. I just realized that bowl does not look like a bowl at all, it looks horribly wrong, but I'll worry about that after. So I will now extrude that. Good, 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 good. Now we'll get rid of the previous one. So the reason I extrude this instead of just also doing the close hole method on this is because then it looks more like a hat, I guess is what I'm gonna say. Like, there wouldn't just be a, like, it wouldn't just I was again going to point at my screen, I'm an idiot. It wouldn't just cut off here and be like this whole area wouldn't be filled like that. So it matches more of an actual hat than anything. And I think that's not really clipping into anything that fits. Oh, smooth it out a bit there. But yeah, again, so this is going to be designed so you don't have to have the hat with it. So if you just want like, you know, Ryuko like that. So I'm going to make 2 prints of the hair, one with the hat, one without it. Maybe I'm going to make T sore throat. I should do that as well, but I don't want to delay this or anything, so I'll just continue. Okay, the eyelashes. This is going to be the awkward part, because when I hit divide, because they're technically not all connected... Ah! Okay, never mind. This clearly shows that I don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, it comes out a little weird, but I thought it was going to rip all the pieces apart. Oh, okay. Yeah, but the eyes, this is going to be the hard part of the eyelashes, because they're a flat mesh. They're not like a whole model, so I think I'm going to just divide them without the smoothing on, so then that adds more little squares, but it kind of looks the same. I think that's what I want. So now if I do the extract to this as well, so they're not a flat mesh, I won't make them too thick. Okay, that's a bit too thick there, Jesus Christ. Oh, I think that's because of smoothing things on, that's probably why. Ugh. Hang on, I'll try this, see how this is. So obviously these eyelashes aren't anywhere near what I want. But a little, okay, that works. A little smoothing. I don't know why that's like that. That's a bit weird. Is the regular one like that? Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so this might look a little weird how thickened they are, but I want them kind of like that because if they're super thin, there's a chance it might print weirdly and not come out how I want it. So, yeah. Again, I think on like 90% of prints, that's going to look fine. What is this thing going on at the back here? Hello? Alright, I might get rid of that part, because that looks weird. So I'll just split the unmasked. Oh god, which one's which? Okay, that's the bad one, so I want to get rid of that. And then with this, I will just again close the hole, which then adds this weird thing here. Okay, it's not too bad. Can I... That's a bit annoying, but I don't think there's much I can do about that. Oh well, good enough. I could probably fix this up more, but again, I'm on a stream thing and I'm just bumbling around trying to see what I can fix up. I don't know why it came out like that. That's really weird. Subtool. Split unmasked parts. That's the unmasked part, so I will get rid of that. I feel like again, if I click close holes now, I'm going to get the exact same result. Yeah. Okay, I don't know really why it's doing that. What if I go to Dynamesh might fix it up a bit. Okay, yeah, that probably works better. I just need it on a higher level. Even higher. Very good enough. WTH ad. Oh, are there ads coming through? I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue how to turn those off for stream specifically. I'm very, very sorry. I highly recommend using ad block then. I'm very sorry. I will try to figure out how to turn those off for future streams. Because YouTube, like I guess after that Kill the Kill one I had enough watch hours where I could get monetized, and they wouldn't stop sending me emails saying like, hey, you can get monetized, you can get monetized, you can get monetized, you can get monetized. I'm like, alright, like leave me alone please. So I just turned it on so they'd leave me alone. I don't think I've turned on many things. I think I literally just went, yes, alright, leave me alone. So sorry if ads are on. I will endeavour to make sure if I ever do this again they are not on. Yeah, sorry, I keep saying to say he's getting, can you please help me? I'm somehow I don't know what he's into. I don't think I'm required. I don't think I have the skills to give advice on that, so I will just nod. Alright, so anyway, yeah, so that's the okay. Those are the bad eyelashes. Those are the good ones, even though they probably look worse. So I will combine that with the body model because they're going to just merge together. And we're going to do the same with the eyebrows. gonna check the music again, make sure it's not too far. Okay, no. I'm gonna keep checking the music because it's in my liked videos, so I can just find it easier, and I'm so worried it's gonna immediately go to the next thing. What happened with you on YouTube? Oh, what I mean? Oh, if you remember what I was just talking about, if I was wording it weirdly. No, so after the, like, Kill la Kill Sonic animation thing, I guess that got me enough watch hours to get me monetized or whatever. So, you know, I can make a whole $1.50 in the next, like, 3 years with how short my videos are. But, no, I was just getting, like, emails every day from there. It's an automated email, I guess, saying, like, hey, you can monetize your stuff now, and it would not stop, so I just went, alright, there, it's monetized, leave me alone. Like, I just said, yep, sure, turn it on, whatever. So, no, nothing bad, it's just, I guess I was allowed to get monetized and I wouldn't stop getting messages about it. Okay, I think that's, like, pretty much the body, like, prepped for its 3D printing stuff. The eyes I might thicken a little bit, just so they actually properly connect to the head a bit. Alright, and this one. Alright, perfect. They're a bit bigger, but that's so, like, you know, they're not thin layers that snap off or anything, and they're connected in there. Usually, I think people with prints, they wouldn't have these here. And again, I think I mentioned this, and they just do the eyes themselves. But I need them there so I can paint properly, because I'm one of these people who just cannot draw a circle or paint a circle. So that's... We'll connect that to the head as well. Again, I'm going to just save this before it crashes. Alrighty. So now I think all the parts have been set up to be printed. And I'm just... Hang on. Oh, okay, the boots were just... Oh, I haven't done that boot. Whoops. Alright. That'll be real quick. Geometry, modify topology, close holes. The masterpiece will piss off many and you get rid of your best work yet. The animation? The Kill la Kill one? The Sonic one? I think there's like... I'd have to check it. I don't think there's even like one slightly negative comment, and I allow them. I don't, like, if people can say what they want, I'm happy if, like, you know, any feedback's feedback, good or bad, but, you know, I think literally probably the meanest comments is like, it's not even mean, it's literally just like, oh, the animation's a bit stiff in some areas, which I agree with, 100%, but I don't think there's any mean comments on that. If they are, I mean, they're allowed. I'm not going to complain about that, you know. Should be allowed to say whatever you want on my videos and that. Again, any critique or feedback is always appreciated, good or bad. Alrighty, so now, I think the biggest feedback I need right now is to stop yapping and actually finish up this. But, I probably want to... I'm not going to be modifying this more, so I want to print a separate one. I will just subdivide this real quick. So that's smoother. And then I'll merge this one. So now, yeah, so you've basically got two here. So it's going to be set up so you can print it like this, or a version without the balls, just so if you don't really want a Christmassy themed one, I guess. You won't get any negative comments. You made a masterpiece was worth the wait. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, but like, I mean, again, you know, negative comments are allowed. I'm not gonna like complain or try and hide them or anything. I think, like, you know, if someone wants to say, oh, your stuff's awful, you know, more power to them. I'm not gonna complain about it. I can get rid of this whole body mesh. I don't need that anymore. Alright, I'm just thinking, do I need to combine anything here? I think it's all good. I might just subdivide the boots again because they're kind of low. I want the boots to be separate though, because they're going to be separate like prints for the leg and that. I'm just trying to think, did I have the... Yeah, okay. I want the leggings and the boots as separate parts. Okay. So now those are there. Deserving the comments. I mean, they're allowed. I'm not going to complain about that. I feel like I'm just going in a loop here saying the same thing over and over again, just saying they're allowed. Well, I feel like, you know, if you're always getting positive comments and that, yeah, I feel like you need to sometimes get negative ones, or like maybe not just straight up saying, oh, it's garbage, but like if someone says this is why it's garbage, I feel like you do occasionally need those. So then, because I feel like if you just get like, you know, kind of sucked off with positive comments all the time, you have less chance of improving on stuff. I hope I'm making sense and I'm not just coming off like a rambling madman who's saying, please give me hate comments. Alrighty, so now what I want to do to set it up to print, so I can remove all this and the shorts. So the shorts I think will be connected to the main body. I think that's what I want. Just thinking, is that what I want? Is that what I want? Yes, yes it is. I think I'll save here just before I do, in case if I suddenly go, no, it's wrong. Alrighty, so I want to merge down with that? Yes, okay. Is that correct? That might be wrong. Hang on, I might have done the wrong thing. Okay, no, yeah, I think I have done the wrong thing. Alright, hang on. Yeah, no, that's not what I want yet. So the body, what I want to do is... This is what I want to connect to it. That is what I want to connect. I don't want all the other parts, so I will... we'll split that. So now that can connect to the shorts. But what I want to do here, this is the part that's always a bit weird. So I want to, I believe it's boolean mesh. Yes, live boolean. Then I want that. So now we have where the legs will go. I think that's correct. Or have I done that right or wrong? Yeah, so like when the legs print, this will be like, so then later on we're going to add like, I'll have to boolean it again, but we're going to add like a plug, so then, I don't know why they're showing like, oh, it's because the thing's there, yeah. So now all I do from here, I believe, is I just go to the little boolean. I might actually turn on the leggings while I'm at it. Hang on, wait, no, I think this is another thing that I've done wrong. You can tell my brain is just like fried while I'm doing this. No, actually, I think I want the pants connected to the lower legs here. I think that's actually what I want, the shorts, not the pants. Yeah, I think I want that as one part. I reckon that's what I did with my... Hold on one second, I'm just going to check one thing. I'll leave this on the screen here. I'm just having a look. Hopefully my mic doesn't go all crummy while I move. Just looking at a test thing I did on how I did these. Ah, that's right. I'm completely stupid because I meant to do, yeah, shorts in that. So, yeah, the shorts will probably just, yeah, the shorts and the legs will be combined like that, just so there's not like a million parts. Like, you know, I guess for painting they'd probably recommend, no, don't do that. Have the leggings here be separate bit, or this part that I'm dragging over, that be a separate part. But I'm just going to keep that connected to the shorts because it's easier, I would say. Yeah, so what I want to do now with the boolean mesh, that's what I want. So now that hides that part of the legs. I think that's right. It's like a weird curved shape. I don't really know why it's doing that. Well, I mean, I do know why it's doing that, but is that what I want? I mean, it'll work out fine. Or do I want the leggings to be... No, that's a weird... Alright, so now we hit make boolean mesh, so it'll do that. Now we can turn the boolean off now. Oh, it's still doing its union remeshing. I think it's done, but like I want to be sure. Yeah, so now I think we can get rid of this part. I'd say previous, so it's fine. Yeah, so now we have legs that, you know, they're like this now, so now they'll connect properly into there. So I think with the leggings, what I want to do is... I think those will fit in fine. I was going to say I might try and flatten them, but I think they're fine like that. I will, however, subdivide that. Oh, so you deserve all the praise, but I get what you mean, criticism can be line proof. Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's a lot of, I mean, I'm not really talking about anyone in particular, but I feel like there are some artists that, like, you know, will immediately... Because, I mean, I get it. It's like, you know, there's people who say, like, you could get like a million positive comments and you will, like, if you get one negative one, that's the one you're going to focus on. I get that, like, that probably is a thing, but yeah, I feel like there are some people who are just like, you know, no comments, like even mildly negative are allowed or anything. Again, I can't even, I'm not even really talking about anyone specific. I just feel like there probably are some like that. Like, you know, it's like if you don't praise my artwork, you know, off to the gallows with you. Okay, so the boots, where are they? Here they are. So I want a similar thing with the boots and the leggings here. So we're going to, I think to make it easier, I'm going to combine the boots. Yes. And now we're going to do the Boolean mesh strat again. Okay, maybe that's not what I want. Why are they so... Have I done this the wrong way? Hang on. No, that's why I'm doing it the completely wrong way. No. Stupid me, stupid me. I want these to be the Boolean. Yes. I think that's pretty much correct. Alright, perfect. So now we'll make that Boolean mesh. I think I'm doing this all right. I feel like I'm doing 90% of this wrong. Because this stuff, like when I've done 3D prints, it takes me like hours because I'm always like, have I done it right? Have I done it right? Have I done it wrong? Alright, I think I can delete that now. Bring you back. We can turn the Boolean off. Made me love Kill la Kill more. Basically a season 2 but short and fan made. Oh, I'm glad that's... How do you think of it? For your best fan animation, Kill la Kill social media, I appreciate. Now we all appreciate work. Well, thank you very, very much. Alright, so now the boots are its own... Yeah, so they're basically a flat surface. I could probably try and make them more flat, but like... It'll be fine. Flow work, now I admire what you do much more. I mean, this probably... You know, a person who isn't constantly stopping and doing stuff, this will probably take them like an hour at max, but obviously it's taking me way longer because I'm slow with this stuff. And I take ages to describe everything. I feel like I keep checking that music thing and like, I swear it's been on an hour and 30 minutes, like around that time frame for ages. Because it's going to play immediately to my next liked video, which is I think one of, I think it's the Sonic animation one, because it's just easier to find if I have it in there. Because also every YouTuber gives their first like to their video, I think. Okay, so yeah, that's basically done. The boots are basically done. We got the 2 jackets. The hat. Oh, right, crap, forgot about the hat. So we're going to duplicate that. And we're going to merge that. So now we have a version of the hair with the hat. But if you don't want that, you can just have a version just with the hair to print it. So, you know, essentially it's a Christmas themed print, but if you don't really want a Christmas version, because, you know, it's Christmas in like less than a week, so... I mean, technically for me it's in 4 days, because it's like 9 AM right now. Well, almost 9 AM, it's like 8:50. I think... I know I'm saying it, you can really see it over here in the corner. But, anyway. Okay, so now what I want to do is... So this Ryuko print, we want to close holes. So now, yep, that's flattened there. We want to just smooth this out a bit, so it's not all... chippy. I think that's the wrong one. Oh, hang on. I want to scale that up quite big so it does the whole thing. I don't know which smoothing tool. There's 2 versions. There's one where like you hold shift and one where you hold shift at the start and then let go. It smooths it out in a different way. Okay, that's good. So what I want to do here is, yeah, we've got the legs for the pants and that. The pants and that. So what I want to do here, speaking of Sonic, his franchise has been doing so well recently. I'm very happy for him to be my favorite video game character. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not like too into the Sonic stuff. Like I think the last thing I probably did, which sounds so weird that I made the whole animation, was the original Generations game. I mean, I saw the movies only because of the 3rd one. I saw a trailer for that and I thought, yeah, that looks kind of cool. And yeah, I'm glad he's doing good now, because I know for a while Sonic was kind of seen as like a joke for a while, so it's nice to see him doing good, because I really, really liked Sonic when I was a kid. As I think most kids do, because I think there's reasons for that, but I won't mention much of them. Alright, so now we've got this plug here. Wait, is that how I wanted it? That is not how I wanted it. I wanted the body to have the plug, that's right, because I want to have it so you sort of push it downwards, so then if you're gluing this together it's not a painful experience. So I will just quickly get rid of those. The recent thing I saw with Sonic Dawn, it's not, you know, it's not a Sonic fault thing, but was, I don't know if anyone's seen it, but have any of you seen the, it's like a recent drama thing, with Limited Run, the like Sonic Shadow Generations? Like they took a while for the things to come out and they looked like, now it could be very specific, like cherry picked ones, but the ones I've seen on Twitter, they look like they were painted by me, honestly. Oh, I feel bad for those. Like, obviously it's not a Sonic problem, that's like Limited Run games, but I feel like I see that every time one of their things comes out, there's like some drama, because it like looks horribly off what they advertised. Ryuko would ask for something lemon themed for Christmas. I mean, you could eat a whole lemon, that'd work. Alrighty, so we've got that part. So what I want to do here, this is a sort of a safety method I do. So I think that's good, yeah, so we combine that, but I've made a second plug here. So I've made a second one because this is what's going to go into the body, like we're going to have a hole here for it. However, I'm going to make it a lot bigger because I feel like sometimes when I print these, they don't go super well. Like, I've tried to print it like so the plug just fits, but then it ends up sometimes there's printing issues and it doesn't fit properly and I've had to sand it down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make that a bit bigger. It's not really visible yet. It will be in a bit. Hang on, I've got to turn on the boolean mesh, don't I? And I've got the wrong thing here because I'm an idiot. I will just go up a bit. Bam. It doesn't appear yet, but oh, crap. Wrong thing. I don't want that. Wrong one. So now if I pull this up a bit, I think. Yes, there we go. I'll drag it down a bit more. So now we have a plug that is, I believe, bigger than the previous one. I'll make it a little bit bigger. Just because I want to make sure it actually fits in. Because this could be the exact size for it to fit, but if there's any issues with the print, it's not going to fit properly. I've had so many issues with that, so I'd rather make this 10 times bigger and then you just glue it together. It's probably easier to do it the other way than it would just fit without glue, but this is how I'm doing it. Because I've had way too many problems, because again, I'm not a professional at this stuff. Make boolean mesh. Yes, I think that's what I want to do. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. I think you do 3D prints of other Studio Trigger, Little Witch Academia, Space Patrol, Leluko, BNA. I forget what that one is. Is that the one with like the? I mean, it's probably just the thing wrong. Is that the raccoon girl? I hope I didn't say that horribly wrong. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I hope it is. I hope I haven't just completely outed myself as a fake fan. Okay, so now I can get rid of this print, I believe. Is that right? Yes, I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. And now we have that, and we can turn the boolean off. But now, yeah, so now we've got part with the hole, which then I think I can turn on transparency. And then I want the ghosting off. Yeah, so you can see where this is here. It's like, you know, almost twice as small. But it's so it actually properly locks in without any issues. Alrighty. So now we can hide that. And I feel like these should still be a bit more flat, don't it? I feel like they'll print fine, but I feel weird about the oh wait, I can just do this. Haha. The power of the smoothing tool. I feel like that's made it worse, but it's fine. Did it make it worse? It kind of did. I'm not going to do that. Alright, so what I want to do here is basically a similar method. We're just going to add little plugs here. So that will be for the legs. That'll then go into, yeah, the stockings. We will, I'm not going to combine them. We're going to split the unmasked parts. I should have done that with the first one, but it's fine. Yeah. What's everyone's favorite Christmas movie? I could not tell you what my favorite one is. I'm going to go on the cheap one and say, I think it's a Christmas movie, is it? I'm going to sound awful if it isn't. Oh god, do I say Home Alone? The first one's a Christmas film, right? Or am I thinking that wrong? Have I just like shown how horribly outdated I am? That's my answer, because I literally can't think of anything else right now. If you gave me like some time, I probably could, but I'll go with that. Alrighty, so now what I want to do, alright, I want to duplicate these. I'll drag it down so I remember which one's which. Duplicate that again. So we'll hide the original ones. And so these will be going into the legs here. So what I will do is, hang on, what? Oh, okay, wait, okay, that was weird. Ah, because it's not on its, whoops. That's going to be awkward. Alright, this one might come out a bit weird, but we'll ignore that. So what I will do here, now again, we'll make this a bit bigger. That's probably fine. We'll make it a bit longer so it fits in properly, and we'll bring it up a bit. Same with this one. This one's going to come out awkward because, oh no, the rotation seems alright. But we're going to make it a bit bigger. Oh god, that's not what I wanted. Bit longer. We'll have it there. I hope that's, oh, I don't know about that one. I might, yeah, you know what, just to be safe, I'm going to redo that one. I don't trust it enough. So I'll go back to here. I'm going to hide these all again, because the arrow wasn't directly on it, and I'm worried that that's not going to come out right. So I'll just redraw that square real quick. Bam. Bam. And then we can go back to the legs. So now we duplicate this again, so this one's going to be a lot smaller, it's going to be weird. So now I will just make that... I did duplicate that, right? I just want to make sure I did. Okay, good. So we're going to make that a bit bigger. Pull it up a little bit, and then we're going to just scale that down so we're sure it fits. Okay, and so which one's the bigger one here? That's the smaller one, so I want to chuck that up. So now we want these on. We want the leggings on. We're going to boolean these again. So now we have the holes in there for the legs. So, yep, we go to boolean, make boolean mesh. I think that's already done. Sometimes has this union remeshing. I don't think it matters too much. Again, there's probably some Blender, not Blender, ZBrush professionals like bashing their head against the wall if they ever choose to watch this, which please don't if you know how to actually do this stuff. Yeah, so I can get rid of that. Get rid of that. So we got a new mesh, and we can get rid of the old legs. And now we can properly combine this with the two plugs. Yeah, so there we part is completely done, the leg part. Actually, hang on, maybe it is. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. Whoops. I just thought about that. I forgot to Z-remesh everything to make sure the mesh is completely solid. I'm sure it'll be fine. If it's not, I'll redo it or something. I can't believe I forgot that. Jesus Christ. Okay. So the legs I want to add little square parts to. So same thing again. Same boring part. So I will split that first before doing it on the second one. So now we'll add another one there. I will split that again. And so I will duplicate these. I will just drag that down. And say these are our two good ones here, so we can just combine those already. I think I combine them to the legs as well. Yes. Alrighty, and those are the two crummy ones, so we want to connect those to the boots here. Favorite thing of Kill la Kill? It's a cop-out answer I'm going to give, but I'm going to say... Oh yeah, no problem, Dylan, have a good time. Sorry, I've been going on way too long. This probably could have been turned into like 2 minutes, but it's been going for almost 2 hours, Jesus Christ. Favorite thing about Kill la Kill, would Die Hard count as a Christmas movie? I think there was a thing on Twitter recently where someone said no, it definitely is not. I think it might have been, there was like an old clip that resurfaced of like Bruce Willis saying no it's not, but you know, I think, cop-out answer, I think it's up to interpretation. It takes place around Christmas. I think it can. I think it can be both. It can and can't. It's however you like it, I guess. But yeah, sorry to that previous one that I kind of glossed over. Favorite thing about Kill la Kill? Again, another cop-out answer I'm giving. I really like just the character writing. Like I don't know, I just really like how they write the characters. Like, you know, I feel like with Ryuko especially, she's a character that, like, the way she's written could so easily be done to make her, like, you know, obnoxious. Like, I feel like it could be really easy doing that, and somehow they did it where she doesn't come off as annoying at all. Same with, like, Mako as well. I feel like she's also a character that doesn't come off as, like, annoying at all. Which is weird. It's just the way they're designed. I feel like it could. But, yeah. Alrighty, I think that's the legs done, so I can get rid of that. And I can get rid of these. I'll just say there's a high chance I've completely messed this up and I might have to redo all this part. So I'm going to say this is number 4. Because usually, sometimes these meshes, even though they're like meant to be thickened and that, for all I know, they could be completely hollow on the inside here. And Z-remeshing might wreck a bit of this. I legitimately will not know until I actually chuck it into the tool that 3D prints it. Because if I did this now, if I did the Z-remesher, favorite is Mako. Oh, sorry, favorite is Ryuko. Best written is Mako. Yeah, I definitely like Ryuko the most in like the show and character-wise. Yeah, because if I do Z remesh now, this would like make sure it's not hollow at all, but the thing it might do is, oh, that's not too bad, but you can see it kind of, ugh. I mean, that's not bad. I might keep that, honestly. Just because if it's not, if I don't do that Z remesh thing, I don't know why specifically, again, I'm not a pro at this, but these, when I actually put these into the 3D printer, they usually should just be a solid, which then I can hollow out if I want. But if I don't do that, they're going to be like very thin hollow models. And then obviously if you try to print them, they're going to be flimsy and snap apart. So we don't want to do that. I might do it the same with this one real quick. I don't think it's wrecked any of them so far. Hopefully it doesn't with this one. I just want to do this because if I don't, it's gonna become a pain in the ass later. Wow, it's actually not doing too bad. That's really surprising. Okay. Yeah, it's like hardly showing up. Oh, that's weird. Usually it like really wrecks it. Okay. I think this one's probably good. Oh, the shorts, right, yeah. Because I didn't, yeah, alright. Better do that. See remesher. Please don't break anything. I got my fingers crossed. Don't break anything. Don't break anything, please. Okay. Wow, that's like weirdly really going a lot better than I thought it would. Usually when I do these turn into like triangles and that. Yeah, there's like a bit of ickiness here. That's probably just subdividing. Again, like none of that's probably going to show up unless you make a life-size print of this, which if you make a life-size print of this, I'm going to assume the FBI is going to be called on you immediately for that. Alrighty, so now what I want to do is the two other things I cut up here is the head and the arms. So yeah, the arms, it's just so you can paint the hands easier. I would just have them plugged in like that, but I want them cut off a bit easier. So what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to subdivide it again because I want to make sure I get enough mesh properly. 2.1 million, Jesus. Alright, so I'm going to I want to try and get this straight. There's a way to probably angle this up and I don't know how to do it because again, I only know what I'm meant to do. So not on PV when... Oh, the recent animation? I mean, there's no nudity in there, but I don't know if YouTube would allow that. I mean, I have on my posts basically done the equivalent of that a while ago, but I don't know if that would get me in any trouble. Maybe I can just do a render of it. Again, I feel like I'm playing like very... I don't know YouTube's level of censorship and stuff. Like, if it's literally just like, oh, your stuff just doesn't get monetized, I couldn't care less, then that's fine. But yeah, if it's a case of like, no, we'll take your video down if it's got like semi-lewd stuff in it, I'm just like, I don't really want to risk that. But I mean, yeah, at some point. I'll definitely do that at some point because I've been asked that a few times. Hello, Matoi Makoho. Hope I said that right. Makoho. Alright, so I've got those covered, so I want to split the hands. This is an undoable action. Oh, wait, did I? Oh, cancel. No, I clicked the wrong thing. Split arm mask parts. There we go. Jesus, almost did the wrong thing. I'm glad I looked at that. I'm glad they give you a warning. Alright, so what I want to do here is I want to modify topology, close holes, so now we have flat hands. I'll just smooth them out a little bit. Okay, and now I want to do the same thing with the body. Maybe I don't. Yeah, don't risk it. I mean, I've done worst on a post, so I think it's going to be fine. Like, you know, I don't think they're going to care. What the hell happened to the eyes? Why are they... Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's because I subdivided the eyes, isn't it? Oof. Alright, well I can probably just reprint those. Because they're going to have a weird look to them. Do you like more stocking or panty? I mean, if both isn't an option... Oh, there we go. The eyes are basically thinned out now. Just smooth them a little bit to get rid of that. That's a tough... I think I'm probably going to go stocking I like more. I'm going that purely off just the fact that she got like one episode about her in the new season and Panty got like 700. So I'll go with that. because now I can officially say Stocking's underrated because she got less episodes. Alrighty, so now the eyes I can merge back to that now because they're more properly done. Okay, so now what I want to do, this is always the weird part here. So most of this is going to look fine and seamless when it's connected. The head is not, so I'm kind of just going to slice it off right there. I might try to thin it out a little bit. There. There's probably a better way to do this, sorry for that. But yeah, I'm just going to do it like that. So what I want to do is split the unmasked parts, so now we have the headless Ryuko, which I will just close the holes on it. What I'm going to do, because I'm pretty sure the Z remesher thing will mess these up, so I'm going to just get all these real quick. Oh. Oh god, why is it so... Okay, I think that's... Oh, I didn't do it this side, whoops. I'm just realizing I could have literally just selected the head and done this, but I'm stupid. So now select the eyelashes, eyebrows. So I'm going to take those off for now, because I don't want them being part of the thing when it gets subdivided. Hang on, just got to do my little save before I mess this all up. Just give it like 5 minutes to save, yada yada yada. Okay, so now the head shouldn't have any of that on it? Yeah, okay. So what I want to do with the head is I want to also hit the Z remesher on it, just to make sure the inside is a complete solid for when it prints. I think the lower the count here, the less it should wreck the face at all. Hopefully it doesn't destroy it too much. Give it a minute to do that. I don't know if it's just crashed the software, that'd be kind of funny. Oh no, okay, it's done it, it just paused. Oh, perfect, it like hardly affected it. Yeah, it's done like almost nothing. Alright, now I can add subdivision, that's fine. And I might, yeah, I was gonna say, I might use this opportunity just to smooth out a bit of the uglier lines here. Non's Christmas outfit is an elf. I mean, yeah, probably will be. Probably would be. I found Killer Kill next and I remember 13-year-old me watching it on Hulu due to being under donation. I watched the entire thing. Ironically, my first and best anime I've seen. Yeah, I don't know if you should be watching that when you were 13. I don't know if that was... Yeah, that's one thing I'm like, okay, I'm kind of glad I didn't see it until later, because I feel like if I'd watched that as a kid it would have completely destroyed my brain. Alrighty, so I want to smooth that out. Smooth that a bit. Yep, and now I can divide it again. Delete the lower, so the head's saved. We consider making a video featuring Guts, Mako's dog. I think he's in a couple, I just haven't really rigged the model that much. I've made a very basic model for Guts because I think I used it as a background prompt once. It's in one of the old Christmas animations, and by the old one I mean I think the most recent one? Maybe? It was 2023 or 2024, I don't know which one. Whichever one was like done inside, that might have been last year. So now I want to close holes on this, yep. Now smooth that out a bit. Now smooth that out. Smooth that out. Okay. So I think that is good. So what I want to do now is I want to add a plug for this, that's right. I will add it there. Perfect. Split our mask parts. We'll duplicate that. I will combine it with that. So yep, we've got basically the head as a part now. This I want to have going into the body. And so I just want to make, oh right, Boolean mesh, I need that on, yep. Oh, did I, oh I'm stupid, I've done it the wrong way. There we go, bam, bam, wha-bam. Alright. So I want to make that a bit bigger because that's the exact size. I've mentioned this like a million times now, but this is the exact size of the plug. But if there's any issues, it's not going to fit. I tend to make it a bit bigger because even making it a little bigger might not fit properly. Plus I always tend to glue the base part anyway, but this is just so it actually connects in and you're not turning it the wrong way or anything. Alright, so now I want to boolean the mesh. Gilka, fantastic characters, subverting expectation in terms of storytelling, animation. That reminds me of a mixture of Chuck Jones and early Cartoon Network shows. That's... I feel crazy when I say that Kill la Kill, like, the way it's animated, like, I don't know if it's just because, you know, there's nothing higher than a 1080p version on Blu-ray, which is like $400 or something, but, it weirdly looks like, because it was like 2013 or 14 when it came out in like Japan, but it weirdly looks like an anime from like the early 2000s. That's something I really like about it, is it has a real retro look, at least to me. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but anyway, so now that that's done, I can add that. I think I can delete these now. Yes, I can. Perfect. Alrighty, and so, yep, the head is a separate part. So we're very close to completion here. Almost done. Almost done. So another like 4 hours. Did you make a video with Guts and Chuck from Panty and Stocking? I do need to make Chuck as a model. I feel like I made like a render ages ago, and I was like, man, I should have made a Chuck model for that, but I just haven't. Because there is another model thing that I'm currently working on. It's close to being done. It's one of those cases where I'm probably only going to use it once and then probably never again. I don't really want to mention what it is yet. I mean, it's not even really going to be a surprise, but I'll keep it a bit secret. But it's nothing related to anything else so far. And before asking, no, it's not anything to do with like Sonic or anything. Do I want to merge these? Hang on, no I don't. I want to duplicate them. So do that. Then I can merge the body with these, I believe. Yes. Okay. So I want the hand models wherever I have them. They're up top. Perfect. I'm an idiot. I don't want them booleaned. I want those booleaned. And then the hands visible. So now that should have holes. Yep, perfect. So I want to go to this one, wrong one, this one. Nope, I had the right one. I just clicked the wrong one again. So again, make it a bit bigger. Stretch it out a little bit so it goes a bit further down. And then we pull it up a bit so it's proper. Alright, cool. And now for this side, same thing. Make it a bit bigger so it actually properly fits. Make it a bit longer. And then we zoom up. And then... Alright, we have the hands, so now I can, again, boolean the mesh. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, it's probably boolean or something, but I'll blame it on the fact I'm a filthy, disgusting Australian. So, now... Sorry, my brain just completely fried for a second. I think that's everything. Any other Kill la Kill characters you want to make? I feel like there's not too... I mean, there are quite a few. I was going to say there's not too many, but like, maincast. I can't remember the names that well of like a lot of the side ones, but what's in it? The two that I was thinking made like all of them. There's a lot I haven't, but I forget her name, but the tennis girl, like her I want to do because she seems like a fun design. Her and the one I think is episode 4. I also forget her name. The one that like. When the school turns into like a giant death trap thing and like Ryuko and Mako have to get to the top, that girl who goes with them, who like is basically trying to screw them over. I forget her name, but she gets Senketsu but then can't punch with her at all with it. I think she started with an M. I can't remember her, but I thought she was kind of funny. I thought it'd be funny to use her in something. Okay, well I think that's... Oh, I gotta merge... Oh no, it's not. I gotta do the... head, that's right. Merge down, yes, so now that's attached. Okay, I just realized there's a way easier way I can do this. So what I want to do with the Christmas hat here and the regular head. Hello Sonic123 Gamer. Okay, what I want to do is... I'm gonna... Oh, I didn't really think through this part. Is that most of the Christmas hat? It is, what the hell? Alright, so I'll split that for a second. Oh no, there was the internal mesh. Yeah, I thought there was more. Silly me. So I can split that. Oh, Maiko! That is, I was thinking it was Maiko, but I was literally like, that sounds too similar to Mako. Was that actually her name, or am I just imagining it? It was Maiko, that's right. Alright, so first of all, the hat I probably want to Z mesh, so it's one whole mesh instead of two. It should be fine if I do this. I don't think it's going to lower it too much. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed. Okay, perfect. It didn't really do anything. I'll divide that. Oh god, what's happening there? What the hell? That's weird. There's a big hole there. Why is that there? Oh no, I don't like that. Why is that? Ah, stupid me. It's because there's a part I obviously missed on the hair. Okay. Or not. Huh? So YouTubers you keep like in years, right? So you're the only YouTuber you keep like in years, right? Yes. Sorry, I don't really know what that means directly. Okay, so I've bungled the Christmas hat, I think, a little bit. Yeah, there shouldn't be a hole there. Hang on, maybe if I extrude it, that'll fix it. If not, I'll just re-import the Christmas hat. That's fine. Oh, that seemed to fix it. I like to see Myko more obsessed. Yeah, Kill Kill really has this thing where, like, that's probably the only... I mean, I guess that's how it should work, but that's, like, the only negative thing I can say is it feels like it has so many good characters that it uses, like, once, and then they're just, like, never brought back again. And by that, I mean it's, like, 3, but still. Dynamish. But I thought she was going to be in more episodes. Favorite character in Kill la Kill? My answer here could potentially get me crucified. I'm trying to think. I gotta make sure I pick a good answer here. I'm probably gonna go with Mako, I think. I think Mako was my favorite. Because, again, she was one of those characters that, like, I thought, okay, that's gonna be, like, the sort of annoying sidekick character, but then she's just very funny. And half the times the way she's animated I thought was really funny. That's what I want to do. I want to thicken up the hair a little bit, the Christmas hat, just so it prints kind of normally. Yeah, so I'll go with Mako, like Sonic from One Punch Man. Yeah, I feel like they really should have. For a moment, I completely forgot there was a character called Sonic in One Punch Man, because I haven't really watched One Punch Man. And for a moment, I was thinking Sonic the Hedgehog. He's not in One Punch Man. What the fuck? But yeah, no, I know who you mean. Yeah, gamers get the pitchforks. Yeah, I know. I mean, I could say Satsuki. I liked her a lot. I mean, I liked all the characters, but yeah. What was I gonna do here? Z-Remesher, that's right. Z-Remesher, half. Hit the Z-Remesh. I'll wait for this to load it. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the model completely. I've been having a weird success rate doing this Z-Remesh thing, because usually it completely rips the model. Okay, well, it's done it a little bit there, I think, but that's just a case of smoothing it out. Oh god, what's... Okay, okay, modify topology, close holes, there we go. We'll Z-remesh that again. There would be one part that would start going wrong with the Christmas hat. Just let that finish up. Okay, perfect, there we go. That seems to have fixed everything I had a problem with. Again, I'm just going to thicken up the inside of the Christmas hat because if someone prints this, I don't want these parts to be all flimsy, so then the moment they take it off the supports, it snaps and everything. Because I think the like nurse Satsuki print that I made ages ago, which I would have uploaded, but I forgot where I put the file, just, I had so many issues with that thing, like with the hair, it just kept coming out wrong and I was like losing my mind on it. So that's why I'm glad this has worked out so well, because I was half convinced, like, you know, everything would go wrong while I was doing this and I'd start bashing my head and screaming, but thankfully it's all working out. So now we've got the head as a separate mesh. Is that... yeah, it's the same one. Okay, one day make an animation Ryuko meets Sonic the Hedgehog. I had an idea where I mean it would probably just be a render. I don't know if I'd make it a full animation, but I was gonna make like a joke thing where like it's a very stupid idea, but like they're basically like waiting in line for ages and they don't really know what it's for other than Ryuko is very excited. Okay, I didn't want that, but alright. But then it turns out it's just like, you know those big like Sonic and Shadow like mascot costumes, like the ones that people wear in that, like for at events and that, like, you know, Sega events or whatever, they have the big Sonic mascot costumes. I wanted to do that, like they just, Ryuko's like waiting in line ages just because she wants to go see that. and then like cute hilarities after that or something. What is that random bit of hair? I don't know what that is, but I will get rid of that. That's the hat outline that I couldn't find earlier. That's where it went. Alright, cool. Alright, so what I want to do now is I will probably, just to be safe, dynamesh this hair together so it's all connected. It should be fine, but I'm a little worried it might not be, so I'm going to just... Be so cool if you made a shot of Ryuko being shown. Yeah, that's what I want to do, but I want to have the joke be that's just a mascot costume, but like, yeah, Ryuko's hyper giddy and excited about it. I thought that'd be kind of funny. Alright, please don't destroy... Okay, that kind of destroys the mesh a bit. I don't want that. I'll put it at a higher resolution. I mean, that's fine. If I smooth it out a bit, it'll look better. Okay. Again, it might look a bit whack here, but then I remember when it actually comes out on the print, it's going to look like... The actual prints look miles better, at least in my opinion. Like, I've made some where I'm like, oh, I don't know if they look good in this part. And then the actual print comes out and I'm like, what the hell was I complaining about? I might just thicken up the back of the head a bit. To short an earlier question, do you think for 2026 you can make 3D prints of other studio drawings? Oh, did I not properly answer that? I don't think I did I? My bad. I'm so sorry, Tracy. Can I do the series as I love you 3D prints? Yeah, I probably will do other 3D prints. As I said, like, what I might do... I may or may not set up a Patreon, I don't know. Like, where, you know, eventually everyone will get it for free. I don't want to lock it so you never get it. But I basically want to have it like, you know, maybe you get a month early access, but you also, the one exclusive thing is you maybe get the ability to vote on what it is. Like, maybe I'll put up, like, you know, like I did with that free poll. Like, I'll put up some characters and say, hey, which ones do you want? Sort of like that. I don't know. Or I might just end up doing that for free and just, like, say I'll stuff it. I don't know. But... Just wait for this to see remesh. Will it rip the mesh apart? It's taking its sweet time. I hope it hasn't crashed. Okay, yeah, that's mostly good. I'll divide that maybe twice. That's way too much. It only needs to be done once and I'll thicken it up. But, no, yeah, I definitely will... Because I'm probably not going to be making another, like, you know, Kill the Kill animation that takes me almost a year to make. I don't think if I do one, it's only going to be a few months at most. Because what I kind of want to do, but there's no rush for it, is I kind of want to do, like, my own original thing, I guess, is what I would say. But, like, I'm in no rush to get that done. Like, it could take, like, 5 years for all I care. Like, with that song, I want to get done, like a short thing like that. Kill the Kill one, like a 15-minute thing, but with my own original thing. And now the hard part. So, I was going to have the head and hair be separate. But Ryuko's hair, the way I've modeled it, it's very hard to do that. So I'm going to just duplicate the hair to be safe here. And I'm going to try and sculpt it. Hang on. Okay, music's going to randomly cut out for a second. Go back. I'm just restarting it because it was almost finished. And I don't want it randomly to start playing other stuff. Okay. This is the hard part. Is I want the hair to maybe be a separate mesh here. But the thing is, it's not going to look right, is it? Yeah, it's like... This is the part I am, like, horribly experienced in. Like, you can see it's way too far out to where her hair's normally meant to be. That's mildly annoying. I don't know if there's any way I could probably fix that without the hair, like, super popping out and looking weird. So... I'm going to say sorry here, but I'm going to take a little bit of liberty. And I'm just going to have the hair be connected to the head here, so... Sorry to anyone that wants to paint that, that's made it 10 times more difficult, but I just cannot do that properly. I am very bad at that. So that does give me a bit of leeway to where I can thicken up the hair a little more, so you know, it's less likely to snap apart when someone's using it. Again, there's probably like, you know, if there's someone who actually knows how to do this stuff, if they end up watching this, they're gonna like, it's gonna give them like heart palpitations and stuff. If that's the right word. So now what I want to do, I think the hair's thickened up enough to where it won't snap off if you're printing this. A fun little tool that I learnt when I was doing my art stuff, and I would spam it all the time, was, I don't know how it would look here, is clay polish. So I think it just gives it a bit more of a figurey look to it. There's a little lump there on the head, I'll just get rid of that. Just pretend that didn't exist. Yeah, I think that gives it a bit more of a thing. Sentient life fiber hair trying to escape. I know, it's just... It's annoying because every other character's hair works perfect with it. Like, I can do that. It's specifically the way I've designed Ryuko's. Like, I just can't have it be a separate part. Because, like, I could try and make it separate, but then it would not click in properly. And there's ways to set that up, but I feel like I'll mess them up, so I'd rather just leave it like that. So we've got the head. Yep. Oh no, the hair will be connected to the head. That's right. Remember that bear? Just maybe you could fit. I said avatar creator in the VR chat. Your own custom killer kill mods in VR chat. The thing is, all I know VR chat for now is like, I feel like it's kind of like a cesspool. I don't know. Maybe that's the way I've said that's rude. But I've seen way too many VR chat videos, and I'm like, I don't know if I want my models used for that stuff. I think I've seen way too many negative videos about VR chat, like where people just go into servers and there's very, say, adult things going on. Awesome as I loved it, 3D print poll, and gladly introduce you to some other Trio Ganex series as they have really great designs. Yeah, there are so many things I want to 3D print, like make my own things of and print them. There are so many. Like I want to try and just do like everything. Alrighty, I'm gonna save here in case if I mess anything up. We're starting to reach the final stretch. I should potentially be done in less than half an hour. It might be even less than that, but I want to make sure this is actually properly done. And by properly done, I mean somewhat okay. So I merge that, I merge that. So now we've got two separate prints here, I think. So you can have Ryuko with the Christmas hat, which I need to clean up a little bit. I forgot to hit the clay polish. Oh, that's fine. I can probably do it here. It's probably gonna... Actually, it's gonna wreck the head, isn't it? Oh, wow. It actually came out way better. I am on, like, some great method today. Okay, the eyes look a little bit funky, but... That's right. I didn't hit Z remesher on the eyes. That's right. I was gonna say, was that meant to happen? No, it is, yeah. I'll just soften those up a little bit. Oh, only a tiny bit. Only a tiny bit. I don't even know why I'm really bothering, because the eyes are going to be like so small even on bigger prints that you're not even going to notice those little things, especially with paint. Okay, so that's good. Yep. Oh, there we go. And now I will do the same clay polish thing again. This time though, I'm going to take those off real quick. Split the unmasked parts. There we go. Definitely think I need to do in the future is get a better mic, because I listened to this because like I had issues with my headset, and then I listened to it and I'm like, man, the audio does not sound the best. It sounds really muffled and probably makes my voice sound 10 times worse than it actually does. At least I hope so. So I'll probably get a better mic if I ever do stuff like this again in the future. What was it? Oh yeah, clay polish. How many Killer Kill figures do I have? How many do I have? How long fan of Killer Kill? 2022 is when I first watched it. I heard of it before, but I only started watching in 2022. Alright, I don't know if this will disconnect the mic if I go too far away, because I got a wireless headset. But for the how many Killer Kill figures, I will go quickly count them. I just need to take a few steps over, so sorry, you're just going to be staring at nothing for a few seconds. Hopefully my mic doesn't cut out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Jesus, I've got a problem. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 that are regular figures, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 14 regular ones and 6 that I printed myself. So I clearly have a problem. Alrighty, so that's the Ryuko head done there. Sorry for walking off while I was doing that. So I guess 20 in total. Oh, I did the hands, right? Did I forget about those? Hold up. Okay, no, they're good. Yeah, so the body mesh is good. Oh, right, I want to probably... Oh, I can smooth the back out a little bit. I might hit clay polish on this as well. I think clay polish kind of messes up these, though. It's not too bad, I suppose. Oh, right. Did I not hit the Z remesher on this? I guess I didn't. Whoops. Maybe I did. I don't remember. It's been too long now. Z remesher, half. I think the bodies usually always come out as solids, but again, I don't want to risk it. I'm always worried when I click Z remesher because it takes a few seconds and there's no... Usually it has a bar that goes across up here like it was doing earlier, but it hasn't done it this time and I'm worried that it's not doing it. Oh, okay, so I probably did Z remesh it, right? Okay, yeah, I definitely did. Alright, well, that's fine.
Oh, that's way less tries now. I want to keep it at that. Yeah, but see, this is a part where clay polish becomes a bit of an issue, or if I hit it, it kind of... I don't think it really is needed here, though. I think that's fine without it, so... Oh, I'm going to... What the heck happened? I'm going to save again. Make a new Ryuko figure. Honestly, I could tell you I have no clue which one that... Oh! Is that the one based off the, Is that the one with Ryuko and Satsuki based off the, Kill la Kill IF preview image? Because I saw that one. And I kind of wanted it, but then... I mean, one, I really do not have space anymore. But, also, Ryuko's neck looked weirdly long on that one. I was kind of like, I don't know about that. And there was the tank one as well, which looked kind of cool. Jesus, my throat. Sorry, I've been talking for so long. I'm just going to have some water. Yeah, there's the tank one as well, which I kind of wanted, but the preview image looks so much better, although like decals weren't there. So I think the only thing I've currently got ordered is the new Nendoroids of Ryuko and Satsuki, plus the Pantheon stocking their pop-up parades that look like the show designs. But no, I haven't gotten the Ryuko Buzz mod, because like those figures that I'm getting, those are going to be the last ones, I think. Okay, because I'm getting a whole new... Because I've already got 2 cases full of like anime figures and that, which is depressing, but I'm going to get a third one, which I'm going to purely make for any like prints I want to put in. Like I want to stop buying stuff and just getting prints and that. Alright, the last part I'm going to do is I'm just going to split these apart so they don't come out like this. So we can split the unmasked part there. Do I ever play Kill la Kill If? I haven't played it in a while. I bought it like a year or two ago for like $2. I played through the whole thing, and then I would say I do technically use it a lot because I use the files in the game, and that's like all the audio files that I use in my animations, like clips from that or the show. But it's easier for the game because there's clear lines without like background sound effects and audio and everything. Okay. But yeah, I haven't played it for a bit. I thought that could be something fun to try out on the stream one time, just playing that game, but yeah. Anyway, so I want to rename this to... I think this is the right leg? Left leg? Oh, I forgot I have Steam open. Ryuko Xmas leg R? I think it's the right... Oh no, this is the left one, isn't it? Oh, I don't think... Oh no, it does, okay. I think that's the left leg, am I going crazy? Okay, no, that is the left leg, good. Yeah, Ryuko Xmas leg... I can just call it Ryuko leg L, but I'll leave it at that. Caps on... Oh god, what have I done here? Ryuko leg... Oh. Xmas leg R. Just naming these so I don't forget them at all. Ryuko Xmas boot L. Ryuko Xmas boot R. Yeah, so we're approaching the very final stretch. Oh god, which hand is this? That's the left hand, I think. Ryuko Xmas and L. Ryuko Xmas, what a fun, interesting part. Xmas hand R. Kill la Kill F, beat the game almost like 5 hours. Yeah, it's not a very long game, which honestly I'm kind of happy with. Because I have like a huge backlog of games that I want to play through before buying a new one. And the amount of them that I'm like, oh, these are like 30-40 hour games. I'm like, oh no. Like, that's why I was happy when I was playing through like some of the Resident Evils. I'm so happy that they like can basically be beaten in like 6 hours. And then I'm like, alright, my next one, Baldur's Gate, which is like around 100, and I'm like, oh god. And I've got like 30 other games I need to finish up. Ryuko Xmas. Would I call that hips? I guess I'd call that hips. I don't really know. Alright, so do I need to thicken this up at all? I think that should be fine, yeah. So what I want to do... Oh, hang on, no, that's the thing I've got to do here. So I want to duplicate the body, because we want to merge, because this is going to be one whole part printed out like that. So I want that, and then I will just save before doing this in case if I decide I don't want to do it. But Yeah, I definitely. I mean, I didn't even think. Like, I know there's a lot of Killer Kill figures that I mentioned, like almost 20. I think I legit probably have more Dragon Ball ones. Like, I've bought way too much crap in the times I've gone over to Japan. Like, that's why I maybe recommend don't going over, because whatever budget you have, you will definitely go over it if you like getting figures and that stuff. Okay, so I want to merge that down. Okay, so now Ryuko Xmas body, and then this Ryuko non-Xmas body, and then same here, last thing with the head, Ryuko Xmas head, and then Ryuko Xmas non-Xmas head. Subscribe to you almost like last year. Yeah, it's so weird when I see people being like, oh, I've been following since like when you started doing stuff, which I mean, I know it was only like 3 years ago, but it still is weird knowing that there's some people have been following for that long. It's very weird. But no, I greatly appreciate it, man. Glad you've been watching all my stuff. Rico non-Xmas head. Alrighty, I think that is all the parts done. So basically how it's going to be designed is, so all these parts are like separate prints obviously, but so, oh, wrong one. But so yeah, you can have an Xmas one, but there's also going to be separate parts where, so if you don't want an Xmas version, you can either, like if you don't want the little dots there, you can have it like that, or you can also have the regular head, so then it's kind of just like Ryuko in a sweater, I guess, if that makes sense. And I think that's fine. You know, I know a lot of, I don't want to say specifically who, but I feel like a lot of people would probably say to make these areas a bit like pushy out since they're stockings, but can't really be bothering doing that. Why is your name Snoops? That is like a 50-minute story, but I will try and shorten it very quickly while I'm finishing up with this part here. I'll just spin this around so it looks like I'm doing something while I'm talking. So it originally came out, was it on the, this is such a weird story. So the PS3, when it had an online, when I was a little boy, and I wanted to make an account on the PS3, I was little goody two-shoes, and I was scared. I'm like, I need to make a parent account before I can make mine, like, because, you know, I could have just made an account light about my age, but I was like, oh no, because I thought I'd get in trouble for all that stuff. So I yeah, I said to Mum, could you make an account for me? Like, what would your name be on there? And now I don't have a PlayStation anymore, so, you know, I don't know if the account's even a thing anymore, but she said, oh, do like Snoopy like 236917 or something, because she really likes like Peanuts, like Snoopy and that. So for so long on the PlayStation, my name was like, yeah, Snoopy, bunch of numbers. And then when I made the account, I was like, oh, I still want to have it be similar to that on other things. And I'm just like, what rolls off the tongue? And I just went Snoops Ahoy. It's an awful name, and I really wish I changed it, but I'm stuck with it at this point. I'm keeping it. So that story could be way longer, but I tried to shorten it as much as I could. So yeah, no, it doesn't come from anything like Snoop Dogg related. It was literally based off yeah, Peanuts, like Snoopy and that, because I was too terrified to make a adult account on PlayStation. I never ended up doing that because it was too confusing, so I just kept the adult account with that. Always love your animation of Killer Kill. Me and my friend, we always watch your animation, all that Killer Kill. We love what you do. Your channel is pretty good. Sorry if I'm reading through that quickly. It's pretty good. You're a great man. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the stuff. Okay, well, I think that's a print done. So what I'm going to do now is, it's basically ready to be uploaded, but I want to see how it looks actually in the printing software. So I'm just going to open that up. Down here we have Box, which is, I think there's another one, there's like Lighty Slicer or something, but I used Box because it came with my original printer and it's free, and I don't have to, because I think the other slicer, which is better, you have to pay a subscription for. I hate paying subscriptions for things. So yeah, what did I want here? 3D Print Hub, that's what I wanted. Great name. Doesn't sound like any other website with the word hub in it or anything. Oh, where's the thing I'm looking for? There. It's about Snoopsaurus. I mean, that's good, but I feel like I'm too late now. I've had this thing too long. It's too, I'd rather just keep it how it is. Plus I guess it's a unique name, though it's, I guess now if you try to search it up, you get like some Stranger Things thing or something. For like ice cream. Okay, so this is what I want. Yep, so I want to save this. Use subtool as each file name so I can remember it. Yep. And bam, it has exported everything. So it's basically ready to be... Oh my god, I forgot what I forgot to do now. Alright, no, it's not ready. I literally forgot one thing. I've got to add an actual base for it to stand on. My god, how did I forget that? Oh my god, I'm actually stupid. How did I forget that? Alright, I think I've got a base that I can use already. I just need to find it. Skip color, yes. Alright. Where's the dang base? Oh, is it that tiny? What the hell? Oh, okay, no, Jesus, it's huge. Oh, it's got holes in it. Oh, whoops, okay. Oh, wait, I know how to fix that. Oh no, I want to make that a higher count, poly count. I can't believe I forgot a base. Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot. I was literally like, okay, we're basically done. I can like start wrapping up. And I'm like, wait, she's got to actually stand on something, otherwise she's just going to fall over. Ooh. Oh, okay. I might be in a bit of a catch-22 here. Hang on. Oh, go see you later. Keep up the whole work. Make sure you don't give up yourself. See ya. Have a good day, man. Yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. I know it's probably been extremely boring, so I'm very glad that you're willing to watch any of this. Oh, I forgot a base, and I'm too lazy. Oh, hang on. Haha, there we go. I did have a good base. Perfect. Alright. So what I want to do is click on that. Bam. I can't believe I forgot the base. I'm actually such an idiot. So I don't want the base to be too big. I don't think the shoes perfectly line up either, but it's fine. It's fine. Effort. It's fine. Alright. So that's the base. Pull it back a little bit. So then she can actually stand on something. And then I just got to do the same thing I did last time. So just got to hide everything again, because when I do a Boolean mesh it'll do everything that's visible. I can't believe I forgot that. I'm such a fucking idiot. So the base. What I want to do... there. Hang on. It's because I had that on. I'm going to go to move. Then insert... Boring would not be the word I would use to describe this. I have been doing this for like almost 3 hours. I would definitely say it's boring. So I can split that part. But thank you if you don't find it boring. That's great. At least it can be maybe somewhat entertaining. Okay, where's the other... Oh, the other boot. There it is. Alright, so I want to draw another one on there. Split the unmasked parts. So I want to chuck that down. I want to duplicate that, throw it even further down, duplicate that, throw it further down, and then... Oh god, which one's which? Okay, so that one... So that shoe and that, yep, merge... down? Perfect. Alright, and then same thing there, merge the boot with that one. That can also be visible. I've enjoyed this. Oh, well, thank you very much. I'm glad to know that this was somewhat entertaining to someone. Alrighty, so now the base parts. I gotta turn on the Boolean mesh again. And the base needs to be above because it's weird like that. So now I want to increase the size of that a bit just so it fits in properly. I'll push it down a bit. Me too, thank you very much, Miguel. I'll just pull that up a little bit, make it a bit bigger, drag that down. That's probably dragged way down too much, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. And then make Boolean mesh. Okay, and so now, I believe, I'll just double check, go to the append button. There's our new... Hold on, I haven't done anything wrong here, right? Why is it? Looks a bit weird. What the heck? Okay, that's a bit... Oh god, alright. This happened with another thing I did with the base, and I forget how I fixed it. Oh, there we go, never mind. Easy. I probably need to do a Z remesh on it though, just to fix up the mesh together. Z remesher, half. This shouldn't affect it at all, hopefully. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Hey, the little bars appeared this time. I kind of just gotta sit here and wait for it to do that, because if I don't know how long this bar's gonna take to do it, but if I click anything other than the escape key, it's gonna like crash the whole software. So I can't even like spin it around while I'm waiting for this bar to finish up. Oh, almost there. Come on, bar, come on. I believe in you. I like how it's taking the longest just for a base, but all the detail on like a 2 million try character took like nothing, but doing a base is taking forever. Okay, this is like actually like confusing me. Why is this legit taking so long? I don't want to do anything because I'm worried it's gonna break the whole thing. Maybe I should have done the part earlier. Okay, I think I might hit escape and try and fix this because I think this is going a bit too long here. Did it move further? I don't know. I looked away for a second. Alright. I'm just going to push escape because that is taking way too long. So what I might do first, this might fix up. Dynamesh goes a lot quicker, typically. This is very weird. I don't know why this is taking so long of all things. Can I push escape and cancel it? Or... no, okay. I may have just crashed the software, I don't know. Oh no, still going. It's just taking its sweet time. Alright, well, while that's gonna... oh! Okay, it's going a bit quicker. I can't wait for it to completely rip apart and look awful. See, if you thought this was entertaining before, oh, look at this part now. Riveting, just watching a loading bar. Okay, it's doing that thing where it's like 95% gets finished, then it just hangs around. Alright, well I'm gonna... I don't know, while I'm waiting I'll just spin around on this one, but... yeah, so this will be the print design again. These parts will be able to be removed. Has it finished yet? Okay, it's finished. Alright, what were the changes it did? Well, the holes are bigger, so that won't matter too much. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna save now, just because if it has an issue again, so I'm back. Only thing I'm here maybe to mention your YouTube channel, everything, all my support, my subscribers too. Ah, thank you. I mean, you don't have to do that. I mean, you don't have to, like, shout out or anything like that. I mean, I appreciate it all the same, but, like, you don't have to feel necessary to do that, but thank you. Ooh, that looks fine. Okay, what I might do is I'll divide it. Okay, it looks better once it's been divided a bit. Okay, so these plug areas might be a little weird, because I didn't really do this properly, and I'm too lazy to waste another like 50 minutes doing it. However, oh, those are the bad ones, yeah. So the actual boot print itself, I think if I go to transparent and ghost, you can kind of see it there. It's a bit hard to see, but they are way thinner than the actual hole there, so this is the reason why I do that, so we can avoid the problem. Alrighty, so I can get rid of... I can turn off the transparency, that's going to confuse me. So I can get rid of the old base, and I can get rid of these parts. Okay, I'm going to rename this to Ryuko Xmas base. And, okay, now it should be basically done. I think we're all good now. So I'm just going to export this. Oh, I clicked the homepage, wrong thing. Z plugin, export the STL. Oh god, I gotta remember Xmas print. Oh, I have like 10 things renamed here, so it's very confusing. Alright, that's what I wanted, yep. All subtool is the name. Okay, so I think that's now done it all. So now, oh, this is a bit wide, I'll try and thin it out. So Chatubox, this is the software that I use for actually setting it up to print. So the print is basically done. Like, it's... I'm just doing this just to make sure everything is like solid and there's nothing thin hollow, because like when I'm printing, this is the software you'd be using it for, but this is the part where like, if you wanted, you would hollow it out, you would add the supports and like drain holes if you're doing resin printing. So this is something that I would leave up to the people printing because, you know, then you can make it your own size and everything. So I'll just open this up and I will move this over to the side so I don't potentially spoil anything. Is it the Ryuko print? Xmas prints Ryuko. Oh, I'm trying to look for, I'm an idiot. I'm looking for project. I need parts, that's what I need. Okay, so that's all of it. Alright. Oh, I don't need everything, do I? No. I don't need the non-Xmas ones. I clicked it all, I'm an idiot. Oh my... Okay, Jesus. Okay, alright, calm down. Scale to fit size. Yeah, it's a bit too large, guys, thanks. Jesus Christ. Alright. So the non-Xmas head I can get rid of. And the... Xmas base, Xmas body. Wait, didn't I have a non-Xmas body? Hang on. Sorry, Ryuko... Non-Xmas body. Oh, it didn't select it because I deselected it. Okay, fine. Alright, so... okay. This is annoying. I don't want to have the big color. I want to be able to actually see what I'm doing. So I'll zoom out. Alrighty. So what I'm going to be doing now is the very last part. I'm just going to move everything so I can see it better. So like when you're actually printing, this is what... Like this is a process you would be doing here. Like moving all the parts, you'd be rotating them, everything, make sure they all print fine. Why did it print another boot? What the hell? What? Why did... What? Okay. Well, I don't need the other boot. Okay, maybe I did. Maybe that was the better one. Can I bring that back? No, I cannot. That's a thing that kind of sucks about the software. Doesn't matter. None of this is important. I want to scale up the leg a bit. Okay, so what I want to do here is we're just going to drag it down. Yeah, so everything should in theory look like this. It should just be a weird colored bar, which I think means it's a solid. Yeah, so it should look like that colored bar, because then if I hollow it out. So it's looking all good so far. Yeah, like you can see, like it shows the body there. Yeah, like you can see here, this is hollowed out the coat, but that's how it's going to be designed. But it should be thick enough to where, like, even if you made a really tiny version, like this would be a tiny print, I think. It wouldn't really show up. But you can see, like, the pants here, like they're just one solid blob, because that's a whole mesh. I wanted the jacket to just be an overlay. I didn't want it to be like the actual body part. So then when you've got the hips, you can plug it up in there. Same with the arms and that. Okay, it's looking all good. So basically, like, so say with this here, I'll show the base as an example. Like for my stuff, if I went to hollow it and I wanted the wool thickness to be that, now you can see, like, now this is what it would print like. So it's not going to print a whole solid. That saves, like, obviously, you know, material and everything. But yeah, I think that's basically it. All I gotta do is really upload it, but I'll probably just do that like right after the stream and put a link up for it, or I could do that now, I guess. I should probably quickly do that now so it's immediately ready. Alright, I will just make another folder to chuck all the files into, because I'd rather this be like, then I can chuck a link in the chat thing here or something before quitting. I mean, I'll just make a post about it anyway, but still. Ryuko Xmas. I don't know why I named it Xmas when there's non-Xmas parts, but whatever. I'll just rename it back to Ryuko. I will chuck... Nope, I just want the model parts, thank you. So that can all go into the folder. Which then, that's got all the parts, yep. So then... I realise all this is happening off screen, but like, you know, it's just going through folders is a bit boring. I want to put it as a zip file, yep. Oh, there you go, now you get to see another loading bar. Riveting. Come on, come on, come on. Perfect, so now we have the compressed zip folder, which I will just upload real quick to Mega, so I can, yeah, post a link as soon as it's ready. So for like 2 seconds, the connection here might be absolutely awful, I don't know. So I'll chuck that in there. Yep. So I'm currently uploading, so if this whole stream craps itself right now, we know why. So I'll just... we'll have the music just spinning around on this while we're waiting. So we've got the render here. Hang on, I just need to find it again. Where did I put the render of Ryuko? There it is. Yeah, so we got the Xmas render there of Ryuko. She is all done. There's one last thing, but I want to wait for it to upload, so I'm just waiting for the upload to take its sweet time. Hopefully it's done in like 5 minutes or something. It's on 27%. Again, I don't know if this has completely ruined the connection. So it's probably super boring just sitting around waiting. So for the one crazy person that might want to rewatch this on a VOD, I highly recommend watching it on like 10 times speed if that's, you know, that's a premium feature though, isn't it? So you can't use that. Yeah, but so the print itself, I'll go back to that. So yeah, once again, I've mentioned this like 100 times, but don't know why I zoomed out so much on that. But oh, I should save this. Jesus, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, so we've got the Ryuko print here. It's again Christmas, non-Christmas version. As you can tell, I'm very clearly just trying to delay stuff while I'm waiting for this. Hang on, is that the right? Okay, that's what I want. Alright, I know what I'm looking for now, I think. Open file. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking through another thing. It's almost done uploading. Sorry, I'm just sitting here doing nothing. I'm very sorry. Is this one? Yes, I think that's what I want. It's amazing. My download speed is like amazing, but my upload speed is like god awful. Then again, I think this thing's like, I don't know how big the folder size is. But yeah, so once it's done, anyway, sorry again, I'm just like dilly-dallying, trying to get stuff done. So this will be the Ryuko print. Again, you can paint it however you want, like, or whatever. I will probably do like, usually with these I do little test prints when they're done, just to make sure they're actually like all good. But this one seems like it's going to be alright, and I want it to be up as soon as it's done, so, you know, it should be fine. There shouldn't be any problems at all with it. But yeah, I mean, you could always in the future do a different pose like that, but I just want to do a simple pose like that. So yeah, it's nothing too special, but no, I wanted it... Jesus Christ, this is like taking actually forever to upload. My god, the whole funny bit's gone. Okay, I think it's finally uploaded it. Oh, did I miss any chats? Greetings, beautiful Ryuko. Okay, thank you. Hello, Alex, and thank you, Miguel. Sorry I was delaying there for so long. So yeah, so a reason that the Ryuko here has a simple print and is not very complicated is I think this is the right one. Oh no, it's not. I almost clicked the wrong one. Whoops. Is because do I want to save changes? No, I already did. Because surprise, surprise. Hang on, if this wants to load. I said surprise, surprise, and I'm delaying here. Yes. So yeah. Wowee. We haven't just done a Ryuko, anyone that's watching. We have also done another one here that I made a few days ago in preparation for this as a sort of surprise. So, you also have a Satsuki print as well, which, yeah, surprise, surprise. There is also a render of this one as well that we have here. So, there is both a Ryuko and Satsuki print that will be available in a few seconds, probably. So, yeah, Merry Christmas and all that. I will just get both of these. I don't think I can copy both links, can I? Probably not. Does this copy the link? I have no clue how Mega works. I literally just want to... Oh, share, that's what I want. Share link, that's what I want. Okay. So, yes. We simultaneously have a Ryuko and Satsuki print. So, and this one is also similar, where it's... Oh, it's because I got that active. You can get it without the Christmas stuff on. So if you want it like that, so it's in a sweater and everything. you can have that version as well. So, I believe this is the... I think I can put links in the chat. Hopefully this is going to be really awkward if I can't. So there is the Ryuko one. And... hang on, I'll just get this. Generating link. Copy link. And here is the Satsuki... oh, almost spelled that wrong. Oh my god, I cannot type. And there is the Satsuki one in the chat. So, if you would like to download either of these or print them, feel free. You have all the power in the world. But yeah, that pretty much does it. So, surprise, Merry Christmas and all that. Thank you to those that tuned in. I know this is probably extremely boring, but you know, I appreciate you doing this. I might do something similar in the future. I don't know. This is kind of just a thing because it was close to Christmas. I might again do more. I don't know, but yeah. So I'm going to wrap it up here now. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoy the prints, and yeah. All right. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh, that's awkward. I was.